Welcome back to another stream. Didn't stream yesterday. I did put out videos of all of the matches that I played over in the what was it called? They have stupid names. It's the something qualifier. The showcase qualifiers, yes, because if you like top 8 the showcase challenge, you qualify for the showcase qualifier. Confusing names. But yeah, I recorded all my matches. I didn't stream it, but I recorded all my matches, put them on YouTube yesterday. Decided I would be instead streaming the prelim today, and today we're streaming a very similar list of Fox Bomberman, as I'm calling it, in quotes, because it doesn't actually play any of the Bomberman pieces anymore. But playing a list very close to what I played on Sunday for that event. Sorry, everything's chaotic because I'm always in a rush because I never budget enough time to actually like sit down and prepare to like stream these. Whenever I'm just like streaming, I'll stream at 8:30ish and I can get ready at 8:35, be ready at 8:35 or whatever. But I need to be ready like right on the dot for these, so I'm always in a rush because I'm really bad at planning. But anyway, so this is the list I played minus. I'm playing a blast zone in the main. I'm playing 2 blast zones in the side instead of for Sunday I was playing a second Inventor's Fair and I was playing 2 Seal of Cleansings. So I think people are starting to catch on to this deck being actually very powerful, and I think a lot more players are starting to pick up Null Rods. I wasn't too excited about the prospect of Blast Zone against Null Rod because the big Null Rod deck was Delver, and Delver does not constrains your mana a lot and also just has a bunch of Wastelands. But I think a lot of the fair blue decks that aren't Delver are realizing that their Zirda matchup isn't good and packing like Null Rods and Oofs in the sideboard, and those decks are a lot worse at interacting with your Blast Zone. Moto, there we go. So there's a chance that like this deck might just need to adapt to people playing a bunch of Null Rods by playing Blast Zones or something, so I decided I'd just try them out today. Not sure how they'll do. Kind of wanted to put more in the main, but I think the mana base is like reasonably tight. I think there's some flex slots in, like the Buried Rune and the Adventurous Fair and stuff, but I just put them in the sideboard over the Seals because it's like I'm not boarding in Seal for a lot except for matchups where I definitely want to be like popping Null Rods or something. So you just bring them in against all the decks that you expect to like Null Rod / Oof you. It makes the Delver sideboarding probably awkward because you're boarding in like 7 cards in the Delver matchup now, which is probably incorrect, which is kind of why I wanted to fit some in main or like tweak the deck list a little bit more. But like I said, in a rush, bad at planning. So I just hopped in here with a half-baked idea of playing some Blast Zones because I've been seeing a lot more Null Rods and shit pop up in decks that can't beat this deck, which is a lot of strategies. If you're a fair blue deck that isn't, or if you're a fair deck that isn't Delver, the matchups have by and large felt like buys for this deck. Anyway, let's get started here. Lily smells this other treat that I've been saving to stall her. Lily, go get it. Anyway, let's begin. Question mark. Let's begin. Oh, there we go. Never seen this person. All my windows are fucked up now from me streaming or from me recording my challenges. To like resize all the windows. Anyway, we won the die roll, so that's pretty chill. We get to reveal our companion, and our opponent also revealing their companion. I think that's usually what this pauses, right? For some reason, the person that is on the draw like clicks on their companion first, from what I've seen. Let's see if that is correct. Yep. Opponent is on Luris deck. This hand is very ambitious. We can technically cast a Basalt Monolith or a mana off of being able to do something with that. This is a Grim Monolith. I probably would actually keep this on a Grim Monolith. Having a turn 1 4-drop is a lot of what this deck wants to do. But as it sits, this hand's not great. Send it back. We could powder this hand. Do I want to powder this hand? This hand has turn 2 Karn the Great Creator. We can just bottom the Serum Powder. It's not bad. I'll keep this. Bottom the Serum Powder. Just go Plains Go, I believe. Lily, there's no more food for you. Go lay down. Sometimes I've found that playing out my fast mana is correct. Because your opponent sees the Zirda, they know you're on. Then they obviously know you're on this basically a configuration of this deck, and they can like play out their chalices on 0 and stuff, which has been annoying to me at times. I'm never gonna see Ponder. They reveal Lurrus, so they're either like Delver or Storm likely. I'm hoping they're on Storm because this Karn's gonna ice them, but yeah, this means Delver, which means we might need to try to play around Daze here. They're on Grixis Lurrus Delver though, which means we also need to think about Thoughtseize and stuff. Lily, get out of there! So we Ancient Den, Opal, Petal. We're left with an Opal that's not turned on, and this Ancient Den, and this Plains. So we can't cast a 4-drop the following turn. A little scared if we take too long, we're just not. They might just like cast an Arc in it. Lily, there's nothing up there. Go away. Yeah, I'm a little concerned that if we take too long, like if we just pass this turn and try to play around Daze, then my opponent's just going to have an Arcanist in play or Thoughtseize me or whatever. As my leftovers, I think I'd rather have Karn of Great Creators better when you play it out. When you play it out before there are creatures in play, so I think we're going to just jam Karn and hope for the best here. You need to draw a Soul Land or like a... Yeah, that's something I was worried about. Soul Land, 0 mana artifact. Let us cast this other card this next turn. Or another Ancient Den. 0 mana artifact means not Mox Opal as well. I really hate mulliganing versus Delver decks because you end up so much more. You're like always missing something. This deck needs a lot of both mana and like payoffs versus the deck that has a lot of permission. So whenever you take a mulligan, you usually find yourself lacking one of those two elements. So I try not to mulligan versus Delver if I can afford to, but like that hand obviously didn't do anything. Soul Land away from playing our stuff. My opponent just has like an Arcanist here. We can make a 3/3 is an awkward size for a construct though, because they can just bolt it and clear the Karn. We could draw an artifact land, or we could draw another 4-drop and die horribly here. Opponent's gonna like Ponder, play the 3rd land drop, cast Lurrus, Bobble again. We're gonna draw one of many things that doesn't let us cast a 4-drop out of our hand, and we're just gonna get buried. Such is the way versus Delver. Lily's being a pest. Don't know why. Lily, go lay down. There's nothing over here. You were totally fine like 2 minutes ago. Lurrus, play the ball, blah, 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 blah. Alright, well, we can cast a spell into my opponent's 8-card hand, which means it probably has to be Mystic Forge to win. Assuming my opponent... What did they do with their Ponder? They probably kept... They did not shuffle, yeah, so there's a 0% chance this Forge resolves, but... The card resolving doesn't even do it at this point, so like Force needs to like just draw us a million cards. Yeah. Countered, obviously, and we die. Found the Grixis version of Lurrus to be like a far more obnoxious matchup than the Jeskai version. Having to deal with both Thoughtseize and All this permission just adds another element. The white creatures, Lavinia and Metal Mage, I found to like not be nearly as annoying to deal with. Stick a lot better dealing with creatures than dealing with just like more ways of like taxing your stuff. Wow. Main deck Bitter Blossom. Alright, yeah, we're done here. Lily, go! Go lay down! What is your deal today? Alright. So now I have to figure out what my new sideboard plan is, because I probably want Blast Zones against Delver, even if they're not on Null Rods. Blast Zone can also clean up other obnoxious permanents, and there's just extra mana sources, which could be relevant. Usually what I do is I cut all the LEDs, and because you're shaving so many zeros, your Mox Opals get worse. Maybe we could just go more down on Mox Opals and just like plan on playing a slower game, and your explosive starts are just soul lands like Monolith starts. We could also board out a different land and bring in a Blast Zone. Lily, hey! Go lay down. I don't know why she's sniffing over here. I gave her the treat. I don't have anything. Why are you looking at me? Say hi to chat, Lily. Alright, yeah, maybe we're supposed to like board out an Ancient Den. And wish for it with the Karn combo. Yeah, going up to 20 lands, boarding in both the Blast Zones. I would love to play first. This hand has a lot of mana with Monolith Key, but nothing to really burn it on. Got double Blast Zone, which like with all this mana might be relevant at blowing up my opponent's like first couple threats. I do like the ability to play out all of my permanents before my opponent thought seizes me. We have Fair, which is almost online if we burn the Petal, and we could like Fair for a Forge at some point. Maybe this hand is okay, or maybe I'm just talking myself into it being an okay hand, because I hate mulliganing. Versus Delver. What's up, Ludic? How's it going? Well, let's keep this hand. I wonder if they force a my Monolith if I go Plains, Petal, Monolith. But I'm looking up to 6, huh? Yeah. I think I do just want to run this all out before Thoughtseize turns. Did not know Manifold Key was playable in Legacy. Well, it's strictly better Voltaic Key, so it's certainly not bad. Alright, well, I'll pass the turn. I hope my opponent like Thoughtseizes me on turn 1. We also have the mana to just Blast Zone a Delver and then untap my Grim Monolith. Although Blast Zoning the Delver would kill my Manifold Key. For what it's worth. They don't have anything. I guess they just stocked up on Force of Wills then. Is just getting a shit ton of mana is a real combo with it. It's a combo. Oh, I guess Manifold Key is just synergistic with the monoliths in our deck in terms of just making a shit ton of mana. We could just like plan on Zirda plus Inventor's Fair, but that into my opponent probably has a bunch of permission. Probably just gonna force a will the Zirda. Do I just play out the Fair? I can't sack this, right? I have Metalcraft for either ability, so playing out the Den is better either way, unless we want to potentially take up this Blast Zone. Sequencing my lands is pretty hard here. So we could play the Den and then actually have lethal next turn with Zirda, Infinite Mana Monolith, Inventor's Fair for Ballista. I think I'll just play the Den and say go. I mean, oh god, I'm second guessing myself. We don't want to we don't like if they don't have a Delver on turn 1, they might have Arcanist on turn 2, but we don't want to blast on an Arcanist because it kills our Monolith. which is the actual important piece. We don't necessarily care about the key. So, disposable hero. Mono white bear stick wins the challenge. It goes back to running Bomberman. I genuinely, like, I'm not super interested in that mono white deck. I'm not gonna lie. But appreciate your the 14-month resub. I want to just like Arcanists here. That's why the aggressive brainstorm. Null Rod. Okay, well we have a Blaststone. I guess we do have to Blaststone my Monolith now. Alright, that's fine. We have the mana to charge up a Blaststone to 2. No, we don't actually, because we played out the Ancient Den. Fuck. We only had played out the Blaststone this turn. Well, then we'll play out Inventor's Fair, because we don't have the mana to charge it up, so we at least like gain the life. So this is fine. The fact that we have 2 Blaststones means it's hard for them to wasteland it. We got a backup Monolith, which is nice. Lily! Quit being a pest! There's nothing over here. I don't know why you keep sniffing around. So yeah, we'll play out Fair. Incidental, gain the 1 life. We got 2 Blaststones to hopefully deal with this Null Rod. We have a... That's kind of annoying. That's what we have the second Blaststone for, I guess. Could have popped it on 1. Oh no, I don't have 3 mana. Couldn't pop it on 1 to kill the Delver. Otherwise, I definitely should have. Yeah, now we have enough mana to charge it up to 2, and then next turn play land and pop the Rod at least. My opponent has a bunch of Delvers, so we're hoping that they don't have any permission. Feels unlikely, though. Especially because they do have this Ponder that we know about. Didn't flip. Hit a 3rd line for Zirda, maybe? Or not Zirda, for Luris. Like, kind of tempted to, like, play his other lane, just pop it on 1, but Null Rod's just so hard to beat. Yeah, we don't have a lot of other ways to deal with a Null Rod besides just trying to cast, like, Karns into it. Which is kind of why I'm kind of focused on popping this Null Rod. Also, blowing up 2 Delvers isn't as exciting when my opponent just has Luris and can buy back the Delvers pretty easily. Yeah, Companion is not a good mechanic. Alright, so we can play the Plains. Yeah, there's no way we can kill this turn because we're using all our white mana. So we can play the Plains, pop the Blaststone, and then hope my opponent doesn't have any permission. What did they do with that Ponder? They did not shuffle. So my opponent's probably just going to force one of my pieces. We're going to die a horrible, painful death. But we can't play around that, so... a daze. It doesn't do anything. That's probably why they revealed it, because it doesn't matter a whole lot at this point. Going to 10, so we kind of just have to play into it this next turn, with them having 5 cards in hand. Unlikely to get there, huh? Cast a Dreadhorde Arcanist. Come on, opponent. That's a lot of Delvers. Yeah, we definitely just have to go for it this turn into their 4-card hand. can't stifle me. Their bad lands up. But yeah, this is a real Hail Mary line. Not getting any better versus Triple Delver, though. Drew a Plow, but like I said, don't think it gets better for us here. I think we just have to go for it. Tomb, Monolith. Cast Zirda. I think I want to tomb it out. We're not winning this game if if this gets messed up in some way, so I don't think the 2 life matters. And we definitely want to leave the Inventor's Fair untapped in case they force will the wrong thing. I think we need all our white mana, so yeah, this makes the most sense probably. So actually, oh yeah, we do have 3 artifacts. I was about to say we can't actually activate the Inventor's Fair, but that's a lie. So this Manifold Key is not going to do anything else. Whoops, I almost... We can beat a removal spell, we can't beat a force. Can only play a Ballista for 2, yep. Play Ballista for 2, Plow a Delver, ping a Delver? Play a Ballista for 3, ping 2 Delvers? We're just gonna like die to the Lurrus, we can't do anything else this turn. We could like draw Karn and get Bridge online. Oh man, this Lurrus can buy back Null Rod too, fuck. This is why I did not like the Blaststone plan versus Delver specifically. It was mostly for like the other blue decks playing Null Rod. Blaststone and Null Rod versus the Lurrus deck is just like embarrassingly bad. Alright, so what is the best plan here? Ballista for 3, ping ping, and maybe Plow the Lurrus? They pitch the Days to the Force. Playing the Ballista first to try to bait a counter. I don't think it baits the counter because they know I need the Zirda to go infinite. They're not going to force the Ballista when I have infinite and the Inventor's Fair in play. Maybe play the Ballista before the Grim Monolith? If we could do that. I don't think we had enough mana to do that, though. They left in Baubles and they boarded Null Rods? That feels like it's usually not right. I'd have to play the Ballista for 3 to threaten both the Delvers and still have the Plow up. And I definitely didn't have enough mana to do that until after I played the Grim Monolith. In which case they... Yeah, and like we can't play the Ballista for 3 and still go off with Zirda. We could have only played it for 2 and gone off. Yeah, I'm definitely have to ping this. And top deck like Karn, Great Creator, and do Ensnaring Bridge. They can Lurrus Bobble me, but we have Plow for the Lurrus at least, so it doesn't get back a Null Rod, or like another Delver unless they have a land. Is your opponent's name Diu? Yes, I don't know. That is who we're playing against. What you got? Can't be that many decisions here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Monolith is 7, 8. So yeah, we could like Current Grade create a bridge and still plow. Not that we would necessarily need to. Could even do that around a bolt because our Adventurous Fair puts us to 6. Tomb would put us down to 4 instead of 5, or instead of 3. What do we got? Luris Bobble. Oh, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Interesting. Don't think there's really a world where we can line up plowing one of these things, like plowing the Arcanist and trying to Adventurous Fair for a Ballista to kill this. Yeah. I think we just need to draw well and my opponent not to have a Force of Will. Alright, well. Step 1. So now we will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 manifold. He basically taps for 2, so 7, 8. So yeah, we want to play the plow last so we don't get the Ensnaring Bridge dazed. It doesn't really matter if the plow resolves if we're hiding behind a bridge. So yeah, but we'll probably plow the Arcanist. Since we probably can't beat that more than we can beat a Delver, we'll be at 4. Arcanist deals us 1 billion damage with the bolt anyway. So I guess we will untap the Monolith first. We gotta tap all this mana anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I guess if they counter the Karn, we can just play the Karn here first. Alright, well, if they don't have a bolt for this Karn, we can also just lattice them. And then that should be game. Do we have anything else interesting to wish for? Not really, right? A Ballista, that's about it. Glass Casket, I guess. But, like, the bridge is doing all that work. Bolt. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Because now it means that this Luris gets to come and make our day obnoxious next turn. Are they trying to hold out to 5 to try to Luris Null Rod me? Is there anything in our deck that we want to wish for with this fair, or do we just want to keep gaining life with it? Alright, so we obviously play out this. Could have Vendor's Fair for like a Mystic Forge or something, but I am worried about getting Luris Null Rodded, which makes our mana a lot more important to actually cast like the 4-drops out of our hand and stuff. I think I'm just going to pass the turn. I think it might be more correct for my opponent to start Luris Bobbling for an answer to this bridge rather than Luris Null Rodding, though. Because that turns off their card advantage engine with Luris, because they just need to find a way to break my bridge. Is there anything we can fair for? Well, that might just be wastelanding my fair next turn, which is not good for me. Yeah, there's nothing we can realistically fair for. Especially under the Luris Null Rod. Sure. I'll gain my 1 life. Of course. I mean, I'm gonna I should have untapped my Monolith in response to the Null Rod, whatever. Don't think that matters, because I don't think this Null Rod's getting off the board. I mean, I'll cast it. I I guess I could not cast it, right? Opponent's things in play are 3 power, but this couldn't help me dig me into like actual things. The problem is that I need to cast off my Ancient Tomb. Going to Force a little bit dangerous, but they have 1 card in hand and can't like draw anymore, and we're definitely in danger of getting wastelanded. They might go for the Tomb. They might go for the Fair because they'd probably go for the Fair because it's gaining me life, so we can still cast things on 4 mana here. Let's get this out of my hand. Basalt Monolith. Okay, we can cast that next turn. Although, I mean, we can't do anything. It's not like we can get it off the top of my deck. But if they do wasteland my Fair, we actually have to take damage to cast it. So I probably wouldn't unless they play an Arcanist. I guess no, we plot the Arcanist. They can only play out Delvers. Although Delvers can attack for 1. Yeah. They just choose not to flip them. So we do have to cast this Monolith. This is weird. Do I like want to play Petals? Because Petals, like, I might find 4 drops, but I think I need to find something that actually ends this game, like a Karn the Great Creator. But we're gonna like, and the Petals can also potentially like try to find me land drops that aren't this Ancient Tomb, so I can actually cast my spells in the coming turns. I think I am supposed to cast my zeros off the top. All right, Grim Monolith's okay. We're not gonna cast it off the top. We're just gonna draw and cast off the plains. Think taking 1 is about the same as taking 2, especially because they have another Delver in the yard that they can cast to threaten me. So I think I just do want to go down to 0 cards in hand. I think we're just dying to bowl. I'm a lot more in this game than I thought I was on like turn 4. Bolt. Nope, they're just Delvering again. Plow's a nice draw. Kills Luris. I don't think it does a lot at this stage in the game, but please don't find a Lightning Bolt. Sad my Inventor's Fair died. Serum Powder. That's bad because we can't cast that. And then we're being lethal by Delvers of Secrets. Oh no, we can actually plow one of the 1/1s. So we don't die. Because they can only attack me for 1. That's actually hilarious. That has to be correct. Because there's nothing else we can do. So we draw the Serum Powder and then get attacked to 1 by this Delver. Wow, wait, they just flipped it? Alright, sure. I guess we get attacked to nothing. Or we don't get attacked, we just get to draw our Serum Powder. We could obviously very well die to this Brainstorm, because they have 3 Lightning Bolts in their deck, and we also die to Dreadful Arcanist at this stage. Because we know we're drawing an uncastable. We need to draw like a more basic planes like City of Traders or something. Things that don't damage us. Alright, well at least we're drawing this Grim Monolith. Am I supposed to cast the Monolith? What am I looking for? I think I'm supposed to cast this Monolith. I think I need to end this game, which means I need to actually like find things that keep me in this game rather than hiding behind this bridge, which definitely won't work forever. Ah, shit. Well, 2 cards in hand is the same as 1 card in hand because these Delvers can't attack me, thank God. And this Karn actually is almost useful at some point in the game if we ever find another land drop. Well, we're in danger of hitting another 4, but I don't, like I said before, I don't think drawing these zeros is going to matter. Do I cast this for 1? That doesn't do anything. I could just cast it for 0. Do I want a Ballista in play? What could I hit that I would want to cast? More Monoliths? That's about it. Only 2 mana cards. I think I'm gonna cast it for 0. Oh no, we did. Shit. Yeah, not hitting any lands in these like 4 turns with this forge has been unfortunate. We just hit like mono 3s and 4s. They just found the bolt anyway. Alright, well, we tried. We'll give it the old college try. If they didn't have that bolt, we actually win that game instead. Unfortunate. Yeah, like I said, Grixis Delver definitely one of the trickier matchups with this. The Blaststones looked okay, even against Delver. They didn't look great because of both Wasteland and Luris, things that I had taken issue with previously. I think it might just have to be correct at this stage if I want to keep playing Zirda. People are actually starting to prepare for that matchup, like I said earlier in the stream. Wow, Luna also 0-1. What a scrub. She finally settled down. Just very completely away from the pillow as usual. So how's everybody's day going? I guess night at this point. How's everybody's week? Enjoying week 900 of the quarantine? Think the companions stick around for most formats get banned? I think most of them will get banned very quickly. I think they'll stick around in standard because Wizards wants to push things, and eventually the prospect of them leaving is a very good, like, the prospect of, like, oh, we only have to deal with these companions for X amount of time. If that gets stale, they might, like, axe 1 or 2 of them if they're, like, particularly pushed, but I think standard ebbs and flows enough. But the fact that they literally will exist forever in every single Eternal format is a nightmare for competitive Magic. And I think they need to ban a lot of them in a lot of formats. To answer your question, pandemic is going well on balance. Yeah, I've been growing out my pandemic beard. I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna keep growing this beard until we get unquarantined, and then I'll shave it all off. Little did I know that we would be stuck inside until like July at this point. Later, I don't even know. I am an essential employee, so I get to go to work some of the days. We have it down to like if like only like a third of our team is really in the lab at any given time. So like I go in like 2 to 3 days a week. Yeah, end of summer. Yeah. I'm also essential, but I don't go in. Yeah, I tried to go in as little as possible because I think we're being pretty reckless about it. Especially some of the people on my team are being extremely reckless about it. One of the people on my team is going in like every single day, and he's like 60 years old, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna die. Like I don't know, but he's what's the polite way of putting it? When someone like one of those people that thinks these issues are overblown and blah blah blah. One of those people, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's what I was looking for. very much so. Reopener. Is there an actual hive mind name for like that group of people? Wouldn't be surprised. Not even sending people back in states where stay-at-home orders are being rescinded. Yeah, that's good. I have no idea how we've stayed open for so long. We shut down like sites on like, I guess like the Midwest obviously gets hit less bad than the East and West Coast because we shut down sites on both coasts. But like we've stayed open, we're like charging through. We sent home like people that can't. We basically sent out a form that was like, all right, the people that are able to do their job from home will go do their job from home. The people that cannot do their job without coming to lab, you guys are just still coming to lab. And then we gave out like face masks and latex gloves and cleaning supplies. It's like, all right, cool, time to kill all the old people, I guess. Yeah, everything's bad basically. If you think about it, wow, Cook got the bye. I didn't even realize that. There is no justice. I don't think I've ever gotten the bye in an MTGO tournament ever. I've never like round begins and it's like you have the bye and like you don't start a match. I don't think it's ever happened to me. No justice. Yeah, everything is bad, including companions. Everything sucks. Can we just start over? Redo 2020, guys. MTG got a head start, honestly. 2019 was already a fucking shitfest. We were slowly blundering downhill most of 2019, and then 2020 was just like the steep decline. Go back and play the remake. I did beat the remake last week. Was it this weekend? I think it was sometime last week that I beat the remake. But I'm not going to go and like 100% it. Because I'm a lazy piece of shit. Also, because I don't know why. I don't super enjoy going back, or at least not immediately going back and trying to like trophy hunt games that are just like I'm replaying the plot a second time. Yeah. Competitively, we've been like weird Aether for a while. Yeah, but yeah, design took a huge nosedive in 2019, which is insane. And it's really bad that it doesn't seem like anyone like on like WotC's side is doing anything about it. Everyone's like, yeah, we're doing great, guys. And meanwhile, the entire community is just like, what the fuck has even happened to Magic for the past 2 years? And really just hasn't felt like they care about that because they care about making money. This is just the new... Yeah, pretty much. Like fucking the Blogatog post where Rosewater was like, where Rosewater answered the question about like, didn't you guys like test this like have the idea for something like Companions like 10 years ago and you were like vehemently against it? And then Rosewater was like, yeah, I didn't like the idea of like people starting with like a specific card in their hand because I thought it would lead to like the like similar gameplay each game and people wouldn't enjoy that, but the EDH community has shown me that like people do enjoy having access to that sort of thing, and like EDH and 1v1 60 card deck Magic are just wildly different things, and I have no idea how you don't process that in your head. The variance from EDH comes from the fact that it's a multiplayer game and you guys have like 99 card one of decks. There's already inherently a bunch of variance in how those games play out. That's not how it works when you guys give people finely tuned 60 card decks and you are head to head with your opponent, so there's no point except to win the game. Yeah, the new sets have looked very cool from the outside. Like Ikoria looked super cool and I loved a lot of like the arts and like you read a card and you're like, wow, this sounds like it does cool things. And it seems like that's what they've been going for more than like caring about how broken cards are. The spray and pray method of like we'll just throw a bunch of cool stuff out there. If something's broken, we'll just like smack it down. The issue is that they've missed every single set since War of the Spark. They've just been like, broken shit. Modern Horizons, broken shit. M19, notably less broken shit than most everything else, but you still had like Veil of Summer, Mystic Forge, shit like that. Throne of Eldraine, broken shit. Theros Beyond Death, broken shit. Ikoria, broken shit. Like, we don't even get a break. We don't get a set, like, I do well and truly understand that, like, they want... Oh, yeah, Modern Horizons. Did I say Modern Horizons? I forget if I said that. Well, if I didn't. Yeah, also Modern Horizons, which is extremely broken shit. But I understand that they don't want to do more Dragon's Mazes and they don't want to do more Born of the Gods sets that are, like, super low impact on competitive Magic and were just not interesting. People just didn't like them. Like, Gate Trash, right? Gate Crash was commonly just like joked about as being like total garbage. Dragon's Maze, Born of the Gods are the examples that roll off the top of my head. But like, I think, was it Ixalan was pretty low powered, and they don't want to do more low power sets because those aren't interesting, and people complain about that. But like, honestly, I would take a low powered set at this point just to give the fucking competitive scene a break. Just let us breathe for a second. When Max tweeted about, like, don't worry about Oko and Ashley being broken at Legacy because they'll just print another thing that's busted in Ikoria. At that point, I was still a little bit like, all right, maybe they'll like turn a new leaf. But at this point, I am like full nihilist. They're just burning everything to the ground. Sure, yeah, they'll ban the companions 6 weeks later. And then we'll go back to an Oko Ashley shitfest format, and then M21 will break everything with like Companion Teferi at 2 mana or something. That is true, yeah. The sets that I listed also had very mediocre draft formats. I hear that Ikoria is a very sweet draft format, but it's also like extremely high powered. I heard it compare, like, people felt, I saw someone on today say that it felt like playing Constructed, basically. Which does make sense, especially if you like draft a companion deck. God, companions are so fucked up. They are unreal fucked up. Limited forms of cycling tend to feel like constructed. That makes sense, yeah. That's a fair analysis, I would say. As someone who plays very little limited, that makes sense to my small brain. We had cycling pretty recently. What was it? It was Amonkhet, right? Showing his pre-awkward cycling payoffs are the straight nuts. Yeah. I've heard that like if you draft the cycling deck in in Ikoria, that it's just like the nut. But it's also like super hard to draft. Excuse me. God, it's so hot. It's finally starting to heat up in St. Louis. I might actually start having to use this camera. I'm frozen on OBS at least. I can't tell if it looks like I am frozen. What the fuck did I do? Frozen in webcam, not video. Yeah, that's what I mean. You guys can hear me talk, I guess, but my webcam died. I don't know why. Webcam, are you okay? Where are you plugged in? fucked up as soon as I turn on the fan. If I turn off the fan, will it fix itself? That'd be wild. If that were the case. Can I like refresh this webcam? God. Well, I have some time to kill to try to troubleshoot this, I guess. I don't know which of these plugs it is. I don't know what's going to happen if I just unplug them blindly. It's not that. That's this one. There we go. Now it vanished completely. Does this reset it? Nope, there's still me. My frozen face that's trying to turn on my fan. What the hell happened? Why did you break? What if I do this? Does this do anything? How do I reset this? Oh, there's me, I guess. I've created myself a second time. Why is it not working, though? What happened to my first one? If I bring it back, is it still frozen? What the heck? Alright, well, I guess I'm replacing my face with this new my face. God, I hate having to deal with resizing these things on OBS. The real pain in the butt. Nope. Oh god, there's a little bit. I just need to stretch it. A tiny fuck. A tiny bit. What if I drag it over here and then stretch myself so it doesn't want to automatically. No, it wants to automatically snap to like the corners here, which is really frustrating. How can I like turn that off? I'm an OBS rookie. Alright, I guess we're just gonna play like this for a little bit. There we go. Looks perfect. I fixed it. I'll fix it later. Now I'm scared to turn on my fan again, but it is still hot. I'll troubleshoot after this next match, I guess, because we're going to start in a minute. All right. Get your buy so we can watch you screw through webcams some more. I'd figure out something to do if we actually got the buy here. I guess we could get the buy, right? Because they're not number players. But I complained about I complained about never getting the buy, so that means that Karmic Justice will never give me the buy this tournament because I talked about it. That is how this works. Hopefully we play Luanil and I can just like shit stomp him. That'd be fun. Nope. Aegis. I'd like to show you my Zirda the Dawnwaker. Does my opponent not have a companion? Wow. I'll keep this. Let's Which has a shit zillion mana. It's a turn 3 kill, but a turn 2 Karn. It's a turn 1 Karn if we draw like a Lotus Petal, which is also sick. It has to be exactly Petal though, because Opal wouldn't be online. LED wouldn't do anything. LED would make this hand a turn 2, which is cool. But yeah, I think I'm definitely supposed to keep this. This hand seems pretty solid. Snowcovered Forest. Oh boy, Elves. Green Sun for 0. Sick. Alright. Wonder if I'm supposed to just Ballista this Dryad Arbor. Let's see what we draw. Could play Kiki. No, we have a turn 2 because we have the Ballista in hand, right? If we just wish for an LED. Oh, we actually drew the Petal. Fuck. Huh. Alright. So now we can City, Petal, Monolith. 3, 2, 1, 4 mana. These things add 1 mana, so 5 mana. Karn, wish for LED. We could make infinite, but the Ballista would be off the board at that point. Right now we can Karn with 1 floating, which doesn't do a whole lot, but it does put a turn 1 Karn into play, which is pretty busted. We can just like wish for LED to set up for the turn 2. We could also just play a turn 2 Ballista, like a 2/2 Ballista instead of the Karn, and just kill this Dryad Arbor, which might actually be relevant. Anyway, let's get this trainer rolling. What if I am just 2/2 Ballista ping the Arbor? It still sets me up to just cast this Karn, wish for LED, kill them next turn, and killing this Arbor might take them off of more relevant stuff than just playing a Karn out would. Ding. I wonder if they're Elves or Maverick. Elves. Alright, cool, they're dead. Now we just play the Karn, wish for LED. And Zirda kill them. Cast another 1-drop if you want. Solid. You got it, boss. You are dead. Yeah, opponent's so nice to just roll over and die like this. Sincerely appreciate it. Elf seems outmatched here. Yeah, I found Elves to be a very good matchup. Postboard gets a little bit trickier because they do have a lot of ways to get to 3 mana on turn 2, and Green Sun for Collector Oof, as well as like Thought Seizes and potentially Force of Vigors. Matchup definitely gets better because we now also get Blast Zones. Just board in a shit pile of stuff. Board out all my Karn Sign of Urzas. I usually just... Do we just go down... I don't like going down all of my payoffs, but maybe that's just, like, completely fine. But Forge is nice to rebuild, because sometimes you just get Thought... Especially on the draw, sometimes you just get Thought Seized. And that's something you have to deal with. Maybe, like, this is too much removal, but I never feel like you can have too much removal versus Collector Oof decks. Especially a deck that's very good at putting Collector Oof into play every time. Like, you don't want to cut any of the fast stuff because you just want to flatten them like we did. That's usually how I win these, is just kill them game 1 and then kill them game 3. Game 2 gives them the best chance to put up a fight. We can definitely shave Forges. I'm not dissatisfied with something like this. Maybe like Basalt Monolith. They're not very good at killing your monoliths, and Basalt's just like slower. It doesn't really lead to your most explosive starts. Maybe something like this is okay. I guess we should board out a land. I keep forgetting that Blossom's a land, so we could actually just be like cutting Ancient Dens or something. Or at least like yeah, I guess Ancient Den might be the cut. This hand has Den, LED Opal, Blast Zone, the ability to charge it up to 2 and then die to a Collector Roof. Could just powder this hand. This hand has the monolith but no payoff. We only have 8 payoffs in the deck. I think I just want to powder this hand. I don't think it does anything, especially on the draw. The Blast Zone's nice, but can't Den plus. Oh yeah, we can't Den plus Blast Zone turn 1 to. We don't have enough artifacts though. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna powder this hand. This Blast Zone is not good against a Noof because all of our mana is artifacts. We don't have like any like Ancient Tombs or anything like that. I think I'm just gonna powder this hand. Alright, this hand looks a lot better. We just have like, we don't have the combo, but we have a removal spell and a Walking Ballista and a bunch of mana. So I think that's probably good enough. On the draw, it's harder to just like aggressively combo them. So I think I'm okay keeping a hand like this. Try to manage their board with Ballista. We have Plows. Potentially for a Collector Roof or something. Opponent goes down to 5. Jesus, alright. Yeah, Walking Ballista plus mana is a combo against Elves. You're not wrong. E and the sideboard look good in this matchup. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad, but also like isn't necessary. This matchup's very good. Cafe Grut, thanks for the 3-month resub. Thanks for the good luck. Yeah, like by the time you get Karn the Great Creator play and you're wishing for stuff, your opponent's usually like very far behind in this matchup. Wow, they milled a 4. Jesus. They just like aggressively going to turn 2 oof me. Oh jeez. Can I turn 1 my opponent here? Fuck, I can, can't I? Unless they have Force of Vigor and then they've been a 1-card in hand. Did we just like fucking draw the turn 1? Christ. I mean, I'm not gonna do it. And you're dead. Alright, we got a lot of time. Sometimes you just skillfully draw the turn 1 kill. After turn 2ing them in game 1. That matchup is very, very good. In my experience. I think Elves might want to main deck the Collector Oof. I've seen a lot of people playing in the sideboard. You might want to main deck it. If this matchup happens a lot. Opponent got 3 turns. They did. They got 3 whole turns of magic. This is justice for all the times that Elves has just fucking slaughtered me. All the games where D&T's like actually 1 turn away from turning the corner and your opponent just top decks the Crater of Behemoth, which just happens every single time. This is justice for all those games. This is for you, Death and Taxes players that are out there. Alright, catch you later, Lunik. Good talking to you. Oh no, my phone's at 1%. Rip that. Alright, I could futz with my webcam more. I can also, just for all the times Elves players play like hot garbage at little. Yeah, Elves players can take random game matches to beat Death and Taxes. This is justice for that. Sometimes you just keep turn one. I got a plow and a walking ballista. This hand's pretty good. And then you draw your monolith, and you're just like, oh, my opponent's dead on turn one. Like I said, if your opponent's playing a deck that doesn't kill on turn one and does not have Force of Will, the matchups very commonly feel like buys for this deck. If your opponent doesn't have Force of Wills and is not intent on killing you on turn one, they die a ton of the time. Anyway, figure out what the heck happened to my webcam. Properties? Sure, we can save that. Oh my, yeah, this webcam's still frozen. What's your deal? I broke it. Alright, I'm gonna turn the fan on again and see if I have the exact same problem. Turning on my... Wait, no. Now I came back, though. I didn't come back last time. That's so weird. I don't remember that ever happening. Will watching the stream give me access to the phone? I've heard people talking about that. I have no idea what that is. Why did turning on my fan turn off my webcam? But now my webcam's back. But this webcam is, like... Yeah, my first webcam source is totally busted, so now I have to use this new one that I have to, like, resize to fit in this little box. Which is just the worst thing in the world. Because it wants to auto... It doesn't want to put itself in the box. It wants to, like, line up with things, which is super frustrating. I assume that your overlay goes on top. No, I put the little webcam thingy on top and I just put myself in the little box. Otherwise, like, it would just... I'd have to, like, resize it behind the overlay anyway, right? Because my webcam's so small that it would cut parts of me off if I was just sitting behind the overlay. Just showing what's our record. We're 1-1 in the prelim right now. The box is transparent. Does that matter if the webcam picture is bigger than the box itself? Well, then parts of you would get cut off behind the... like, around the edges of the box, right? Digging the beard. Yeah, I've grown out my quarantine beard. Something happened to the sound. It sounds bass. Does it? Oh, fuck. Does it? Let me turn on my own. Let me turn my mic off and listen to myself talk. Huh.
is. I'm having this problem. It's the beer now he's also. I don't know. Does it? Is the area fucked up? Can't pull it up my phone because my phone's 1%. My little tab of my stream does not want to play audio for me. Let me turn it up. See, I just can't hear it. Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, okay, I can hear myself. It sounds normal, I think. Let me know if it does sound weird to other people. Maybe Peruk is just weird. Anyway, I have to try to fucking resize this stupid thing. Excuse me. It sounds deeper. Maybe I'm just bad at hearing, which I am. Understandable. I do want to turn on my fan, though. It's really hot in this room, but I actually can't. So I turn on my fan, my webcam dies. Do I need to, like, plug in my fan somewhere else? Plug in my fan to a wall rather than, like, a USB port on my computer? This thing so much. Just cooperate with me. Just line up with the imaginary lines I have on my thingy and not sit like this slightly askew. Yeah, this is the worst. I wish I could just use my old one, but my old one's dead. I don't know what happened to it. Old webcam genuinely dead. Can I fix this? Can I bring this back? Let's hook up to the same thing. Can I nudge it with arrow keys? I don't think so. You just leave me in the middle of the battlefield, just right here. I'm ready. I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna fight, punch my opponent's creatures. We also have nothing to do for the next 30 minutes besides sit and chat and find other ways to kill time, so I might as well just fiddle with this for the great Twitch content. What do you want from me? Oh, here you guys get to see this properties menu. Is your fan near your mic or something? My fan is up here. It is next to my webcam, and it's they're both plugged into the USB ports on the computer. But, like, I have no idea why that would turn off the webcam. And why the first time I turned off the webcam, it completely killed it. But now if I turn on the fan, it just kills the webcam. As soon as I turn off the fan, the webcam comes back. But, like, my old one is just completely dead. I have a new webcam source, which is the same webcam, and now it's this one. Now I get to fly around my screen. What are we doing here? We'll go for a card order. No, card order is cool. Card Thalia. I mean, the best thing to do would be to just, like, not go within the borders for now, but I'd like to fix it. Because we don't have other shit to do here. Alright, I'm bored with this, and we'll leave it like this for now. Perfect. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I don't know why. I guess I had to get up relatively early today to go to work. saw a Zirda deck, but it was blue green to play the new blue green legend that also is infinite with monolith. I've seen decks like that. I'm not super. Yeah, I saw a slower build. So I've thought about playing a list that looks a lot like the Bug Karn decks that were floating around for a little bit. The ones that are like Oko, Belville, Strix, Urza, Karn, stuff like that. So what's up, Yanni? Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. We're just chilling right now in between rounds of the prelim. But anyway, I considered a BAM build. I haven't tested it out. It might be more worth looking into as a more resilient, less explosive version, but I'm... This is what you're made of ticks now? Yeah, it might actually be impossible for me to actually build that deck now that I think about it. I do own Karns, but like just like Okos and Urzas is probably just puts... And it has Emrys, so I'd have to play with Baubles too, but I do also own a Bauble, so I guess that'd be okay. But anyway, I keep getting sidetracked. What I've found that makes this deck as busted as it is that it can use its monoliths super well, even without necessarily needing to Zirda your opponents. And the more colors you add, the worse your monoliths get, especially in, like, if you're playing that other guy that only combos with Basalt Monolith. Basalt Monolith does not line up very well in that deck. It, like, only works with, like, casting your Karn or whatever, and, like, you make your infinite mana and you have, like, Karn or Urza or Ballista, but you can't you just use your monolith for value reasons, which is kind of is more concerning to me. And I don't know if I'd be interested in playing the blue-green legend, especially because of that. Like, you're not playing extra Zirdas in this deck, which does a similar thing. And I guess the blue-green would also, like, you could probably play like Astrolabe and like ramp with your Astrolabes, right? But yeah, the thing that's good about the thing that I have found very powerful about this deck is that it's not just like Zirda make your mana kill you. It's also just like a turn 1 busted 4-drop deck. So that's why I've settled on lists that just max out on all like the most broken 4-drop colorless things you can do because of you have so many starts that's just like Soul and Monolith Key, Soul and Monolith Petal, whatever, Soul and Petal Opal, like cast a busted 4-drop and then your opponent dies. But there may be a world where I do want to be looking at something more resilient, less explosive as stuff like Nora picks up. I talked at length with Whitefaces about like what to do about various hate cards, and Whitefaces just straight up said, if people are bringing Nora, just don't play this deck. But I hate doing that. When I like enjoy playing a deck, I try to find a way to beat the hate cards rather than like switching to a different deck. It's totally understandable and a very reasonable suggestion to just be like, okay, everyone's packing Norods now because they're ready for Zirda. Just play a different fucking deck. Because Norod is obscenely hard to beat. Like, we saw versus Delver. Norod is just so obnoxious. I'm on Norods now. I'm like, yeah, where's my Norod against land screenshot from the event yesterday or Sunday? Yes, there it is. This is my lands opponent playing their turn 2 Null Rod against me. Arbitrarily bring in Force of Vigor, pitching the other Force of Vigors. That's the next level play. So like, Null Rod doesn't always get you, because sometimes you do, like, especially against the non-forceable decks, this is how you beat Null Rod, right? You can just go under it, because this deck's super explosive. You just go turn 1, key, or Monolith, key, Karn, make a 4/4, whatever, and then turn 2, you just make another giant guy and ballista them. Like, I didn't even need to Seal of Cleansing there Null Rod, because they were just super dead. But it does especially get relevant because the blue decks are picking up Null Rods. And when they get to forcible your turn 1 play, And then Null Rod, it just becomes really hard to claw back into those games. Which is why I was trying to have Blaststones today. Wanted to see if Blaststone was a reasonable answer for against the non-Delver deck that are packing Null Rods and Oofs. I think it actually does line up reasonably well against those decks. But that's for us to see, I guess, as time goes on. But yeah, when I enjoy playing a deck, I'm a lot bigger on iterating on it than just playing it while it's busted and no one's prepared for it, and then like, oh, people try to prepare for Zirda. Zirda time to swap something different. I've been looking at the Garuda deck though. The deck was sweet. I played the Garuda deck are just like some shitty non-fine-tuned Garuda build that came out of my head right as Ikoria was dropping was the first deck that I actually tried. I went 3-2 in a league, and I was like, well, I'll give the Fox deck a try, too, because this was me panicking and trying all the busted Ikoria cards before the event that was, 3 days later, before they pushed the challenge. And I was like, all right, well, I'll try all these busted companions and see how they work. And then, I played Garrett and I 3-2'd. I should have went 4-1. I fucked up my first game with it because I'm an idiot, and you learn things sometimes that are very obvious, but you don't learn them until you play them. But anyway, and then I picked up the Zirda deck. I got a preliminary list from White Faces, and I 5-0'd immediately, and I was like, wow, this deck is just insanely busted. And that's been the next week and a half with him fine-tuning the list, and we both played on Sunday. He got 9th place, I got top 8. I don't know what my official place was, because they still haven't posted the results, but the deck was very, very good. But now, because the deck is very, very good and known, it is very easy to hate out, because if you want to beat the deck, you just play a bunch of Null Rods in your Forceful deck, and you will do very well against it. That's how I lost in top 8. Although my opponent did not play a lot of Null Rods, my opponent played exactly 2 Null Rods in their 80-card deck, and then drew both of them. And also 2 Force of Wills. I'm not salty at all. The results weren't published, it didn't happen. Yeah, it's true. I don't even have my format avatar. Was it not? Yeah, I think they're, I don't think they don't publish those. I think they just haven't yet, because they've just been, they're publishing of Legacy events in general, these past couple weeks, that's been, kind of fucked up. And just, they've messed up on things, so I assume they'll get it in eventually. I never 5-0s anything. Hey, I've 5-0'd these past 2 weeks with Zirda multiple times. I didn't get any of my Zirda lists published. Besides the one I top 16'd? I did okay in a challenge or something. I forget what I did. But then I top 8'd the qualifier on Sunday, which was super sweet. I should start exploring the format more now that the qualifier is over. I don't have a lot of things that I'm stressed for a deadline of testing for. So I should start expanding my horizons and trying out other stuff. I know Lowerboy talked about donating $15 to get me to play a Yorion D&D list. I have to imagine that that's horrible, but it sounds hilarious enough to definitely do for a stream. I think Aether Vial is just the worst it's ever been in Legacy, basically forever. At least since, I don't know how good, I guess Aether Vial was good in Goblins, even before Dark Ascension gave the deck Thalia and stuff. On the Luris White Weenie list. I don't know, that deck, I feel like it should interest me as another Texas player, but every time I look at it, I'm just doesn't really light that fire under me. I don't know what it is. Maybe I should just force myself to play in a league, though. Just see if the play pattern is still better than it just looks on paper. Maybe I just don't like Luris because it's just too blatantly obscene. it's easy to make a Luris list good, right? Because like Luris is just so overpowered. Even as far as companions go, Luris is just so gross. You just play Miracles and you still ban Okuda? Yeah. Even if a deck is like very similar in concept, shares a lot of the same cards, it's just like sometimes you're just not interested in it. But sometimes it's just my personal biases, and then I have to check my biases and play them, and I'm like, wow, this is actually a lot cooler than I thought. So that happened for a long, long time. I was not interested in playing modern Death and Taxes at all, because I had come from playing Legacy Death and Taxes so long. I was like, why would I play this like way underpowered version of my deck? But then I sat down and I played the Black White Eldrazi Taxes deck back before everything went to shit, and I was like, wow, this deck's play patterns are actually super sweet. Wasteland Strangler is one of my favorite Magic cards, just because the interactions with it are just so cool. I should definitely play it, though. I should try it for a league. Don't really think I have anything queued up for tomorrow's stream. I'll probably pull it up here, right? I mean, they published the challenge results, so I should probably be able to find it. It won something, right? Yeah, MM17. Do I own... I have to own almost all of this deck. Right? I probably don't own, like, Kithians or Isamarus. I don't own Moxams. They're just $1 billion. Jesus. Let me tell this list. Oh shit, this was important. Fuck, I always do that. Gotta draft once where you get all the chats on the explosive value. Yeah, definitely. What did I just call this deck? Luris TNT. Clicked on the Sajani. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, what do I not have yet? Kithians, Isamarus, Ambers. I have 2 of the 3 Smoloscopters, and then I do have a Luris, but I have a friend borrowing it right now, and I don't have the Trineth Magistrate. I think a lot of these cards are also like already kind of obsolete, and we should be playing different ones. So I think this deck is definitely heavily tuned for a gross amount of Delver, and I think the meta's already getting past that point. Yeah, this deck is just not as interesting as I feel like maybe it should be. Ganja Castle. Yeah, I remember when a Ganja Castle was like a staple in Death and Taxes, just in normal Death and Taxes, in like 2012, 2013 era. And then people just realized, this card is just non-basic planes. You never activate this ability. But this ability probably comes into play a lot more when you have both. You have all of Tomic, Isamaru, and Luris in your deck. And the Kithian and Thali, obviously, but it's a lot harder to actually use your Gun Castle for value on your 1 toughness creatures. Play the humans version, it's fun and good. But like, if this deck is interesting, would your humans deck be like that more interesting? I was never a fan of humans for Death and Taxes either. Why don't I just use way easy? What is this? Yeah, this is just very similar, right? It's just like even more aggressive and less disruptive. So it's less of what I want to be doing. Yeah, I got your Twitter link. He has Meddling Mage. I mean, Meddling Mage is a pretty good card, but... Whoops. I mean, yeah, I've played with Mariner and Metal Mage and stuff. I played my shitty. I'm playing my shitty blue-eyed Death Nexus pile in the Legacy Double Dash right now. Yeah, Mariner Online Domestic and like stuff like Delver. It's also just randomly really stupid against people that don't know how Bobble works and don't target themselves. It's like free shoot down Bobbles all the time. It happens to everyone exactly once. They're like, "Oh shit, that's how that works," and then they stop targeting your opponent with their opponent with Bubble. Let's put Catherine on Cat and Profit. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I don't know. I've never enjoyed playing humans as much as I enjoyed playing Death and Taxes. The play patterns never spoke to me as much. And I think that's part of what I dislike about this deck, is that the play patterns look a lot more humansy than they look Death and Taxes-y. But it's even less because now Aether Vial is just like an unplayable card, which is just very unfortunate for my enjoyment of the deck. This deck just does not look like it can beat any deck that is registering like Uro, Oko stuff. I feel like you'd want to play Cataclysm, but then we're playing Cataclysm in our 19 land deck. Suppose we have like Amber's Petals, so it's like more than 19 lands. Mess with the math a little bit, like you to Luris, get back your Petals, set up land for Cataclysm or whatever. But wait, hang on. This fucking snow-covered piece of shit out of here. Filthy plane splitters. Yeah, now we're talking. Perfect. Fucking plane splitters, get out of here. It's not even doing anything anymore. Everyone's playing Pokemon. Everyone knows exactly what everyone else is on. Except if you reveal Luras, then it takes like 1 to 2 turns to figure out what your opponent's on. But like you know they're not on like snow Oko bullshit. So like your snow bluff doesn't matter. Fuck Snowlands. It's great knowing what. Oh yeah, what they have. Yeah, that's the one problem that does strike me with the Garuda deck. I think that Garuda deck is not as powerful as it could be, specifically because you shout at your game 1 opponent, "Hey, I'm gonna be putting this Garuda into play on turn 1 in this game, so you better mold like Force of Will, Caracas, or Sword of Pleasures, whatever the fuck you have in your deck." It's really bad for the not forceable decks because that's a lot harder to do, especially if you lose the die roll. But I think that deck is even worse at beating blue decks than Belger because you don't get the surprise value of like, oh, sometimes a Delver keeps a hand that doesn't have forceable, and then like you do just get to Belcher them anyway. But yeah, that deck seems fun for memes, but not really as like a competitive viable option for me at least. Just in terms of enjoying the play patterns of playing the same deck over and over again. Definitely don't seem like it feels like it would get old. I wonder if we could just jump into a Belcher league between rounds though. How much would it cost to read the rest of that deck? Not Belcher, but the Garuda Belcher deck. I'll close my Twitter because I had Eddie's thing up. I know Max just tweeted about a Garuda Belcher deck. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely sometimes you can get a kick out of, like, bringing out the old cannon and just blasting some people, but I can't imagine, like, just doing that for, like, 2 weeks. Just, like, play, like, 7 Belger Leagues, and just, like, yep, this is what I have fun with. No harm, no foul to, like, people that do enjoy doing that, because everyone gets something different out of Magic, right? Some people do really get a kick out of that. It just, like, definitely is not for me. I couldn't do that just over and over again. So this is Max's Belcher list. Bring this over here. That's actually a really good deck name. Star Wars Episode 2. That's fun. Yeah, I've seen Grim Monolith Chromox pick up. That makes sense. As, like, this is the, these, like, in some number, these are the cards you want to be playing. Interesting. I guess you just go with the more castable of the clones. Yeah, I think the best way to build this deck is definitely fine-tuning the best way to actually have a plan B. Like, maximizing your plan A was playing the 6-drop clone that clones itself every end step with a progenitor mimic, like Dax duplicate because it has like haste and stuff. But those cards are just like between hard and impossible to cast. Well, if that's the case, this deck should probably be playing something with Phyrexian Metamorph, which he doesn't have any of. It's kind of weird. I actually won a couple of games because I had like an LED, and I cast a Phyrexian Metamorph on my LED. Just get enough mana to do things. But yeah, most of the other choices, I think 4 Sagashimas might actually be wrong as well. Sagashima's good because like he lets you keep a second Garuda, but they're really bad when you start hitting multiple Sagashimas. Play turn 1 Cage and then turn Resto beats me, yeah. Certainly is an option, yeah. I think that's definitely the best way to build this deck is some fashion of like having some semblance of a plan B. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if your opponent doesn't have any creatures, you can also get like Thought-Knot Seers. You can still like get your Resto in play and like start copying it and stuff. Anyway, let's get that out of here. We only got 1, 2. Wow, Elaine and Luna are still playing? Oh, we can actually tune into Elaine. Oh, damn it. Elaine just finished. So I was like, we can just tune into Elaine's game. Because she's streaming, but she just finished, so. Can't tune into Luna, else I can bug him. I can PM him and be like, hey, fish your match. Wow, they're only in game 2, 44 minutes? Jesus Christ. He's up a game at least. Come on, Luna, hurry it up. I'm gonna DM him. He's not on Discord. I don't know if he'll even see my message. It's worth it though. something. I probably could just be like jumping into Zirda matches between rounds here. Honestly, the deck plays super fast. I hate double queuing, but if I don't have them going on at the same time, we should be fine. See how quickly match 3 finishes. I was trying to futz with my OBS when match 2 or when after round 2, so yeah, we finished way more than half the time. We finished like 9-10 minutes in. I hate double queuing. I've double queued like 4 or 5 times in my life, and every time I'm done double queuing, I sit down and I'm like, I hated that. That was miserable. I'm never doing it again. And then like a month or 2 later, I'll be like, I should double queue for something. And then at the end of that, I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? I've already learned this lesson 3 times. It's just a nightmare every time I try to fucking do it. Maybe it's yeah. I know that like I've seen some people do. I think I have a quiz game open. Yeah, from last time I streamed a prelim. This test probably been open for like 2 weeks. What was this? Every card that disappeared in A Legacy 5-0 dump dating back to February 2018. How many other Magic the Gathering? These are all like sets and stuff. I want like one of my buddies was doing a cool quiz. I have no idea where I'm gonna find it. It was name the card if you like do something under like certain effects. It was like, oh, if you cast a naturalize while a painter servant on white is in play, what card are you effectively casting? And it was nature's chant and stuff. And there were like the things slowly got more and more complicated, and it was really interesting. But I have no idea where that quiz is. Could probably 100 most played card in Legacy. I think I did that one a long time ago. Yeah, it was a really cool quiz. This is the one we just did. Urza's Legacy. Definitely can't do that one. I did one of these. This one is a lot more plays though. It's 4.8. Most played cards Legacy. I wonder how recent this is, because I did one of these quizzes last time, I believe, and it was like 100 most played cards in Legacy, but it was like during the top era. It was just super old. Let me click on this to see if it. Oh yeah, this one looks like it was it. Let me just try it real quick. Sensei's Divining Top. Yeah, this is the quiz that I did. These are interesting. Wish I knew how to get to that quiz that I was just talking about. Things that draw 3 cards. Can you name every card of Magic out of the read that? Oh, it reads only draw 3 cards? How many could that possibly be? Oh, wow, yeah, there are exactly 4, huh? Jason's Ingenuity. I don't know if I can name any other ones that just say draw 3 cards. Oh, Planar Harmonize, right? Planar Chaos. I don't know Odyssey or P3K though. No, Jason's Ingenuity is 4 cards. What's the? Oh no, it is Concentrate. No, Jason's Ingenuity draw 4 cards, right? Oh no, it's draw 3 cards. I was right. I'm dumb. Yeah, I could never get the P3K one of the Odyssey one then. That's an interesting quiz though. If there were like more things on that quiz, then maybe. those rares. Reveal drain cards. Can I organize these by something other than whatever I have them organized by right now? Like, organized by rating or something? Maybe. I don't know how to fucking use Sporkle. Maybe there's a D&T quiz. Name cards that have been played in D&D since like inception in 2007 I think was the first like Weenie's Legacy style decks. They played Isamaru like back then too. How the more things change, the more things stay the same. We got 2 minutes. Did Luna win? No, he lost. God. Trash. Close Discord now. I'll figure out something to do for the next round. Depends on how long it takes. Yeah, I wish I could find that quiz that he was doing. It was a cool quiz. Yeah, it seems like I'm not getting very helpful quizzes here on page 8 of Sporkle. Oh, what is our playing? Return to Ravnica Gate Crash. I owned cards from way back when. I found a bunch of cards from like Darksteel from when I was a kid, and I played a little bit. But like I didn't actually like really play or understand Magic to any real extent until 2012, 2013 ish. And I built D&T in probably like across 2013, 2014. Built D&T in college. And then played that deck for a long time. We got our next round. Against Flower Dayon. Yeah, there is Zirda icon. Wonder if they're playing Zirda. They're not. Interesting. This hand sucks. This hand doesn't do jack shit. If it was solid on the top of my deck, this hand would be broken, but it's the mulligan button's for. Wow, this hand is even worse than the first hand. Alright, well. None of these hands even had powders. Here, we finally have a powder. We're on 5. This hand, what? Land, Karn on turn 4. I think I just want to pound this hand into like more busted 5. Oh yeah, okay. Power works so weird with mulligans. You put the cards on the bottom and then you mulligan. So I could put the Karn and like the key on the bottom. Yeah, turn 4 card doesn't be anything, exactly, especially on the draw. I could shuffle the card back in, which is the best thing. I could leave a key to like wish for if I wanted to, or shuffle the key in to try to draw like key monolith, which I think is the best plan. I am exiling 4 lands in that scenario, which is like not nothing. Doesn't work with the card on the bottom. Maybe I just put planes on the bottom. I guess dead. It's game 1, so we're probably getting super punished. So then we powder this hand, and then we'll draw 5 fresh cards. All right, yeah, this is probably a keep on 5. Potential Karn Scion on turn 1 or 2. Draw draw a petal or an opal, and we can turn 1 a Karn. If we draw any land, we can turn 2 a Karn. Or we draw a monolith, we don't turn 1 a Karn. Oh boy, a forceful deck, that's bad. Alright, well, force check. I'd be much more excited if they countered that. The fact that they pause makes me more nervous. I mean, we're probably gonna get our shit rocked when they counter our card. We have nothing. Counter this, please. Wow, actually countered the key. Alright, deal. Now we're just like a mana off of actually able to cast this card. They just threw out a force. I'll take it. We have Zirda and infinite mana. Yeah, we could play a Zirda here and have an infinite mana, but nothing to do with it. We need to draw like Walking Ballista, and now we need like mana plus Walking Ballista. Seems like a weird point to click your force well on. I feel like you force the monolith or you force the payoff. I don't think force the key feels correct. Maybe they think they can just like keep this monolith tapped and then just like string me with uncastables. But if that's the case, I feel like you would have just countered the monolith. Whatever. Or like a land or an opal or a petal away from casting a card. Whoa. They just don't have a land either. What the hell did they keep? Alright, Karn, do your stuff. Maybe they have like double force 1 lander because they're revealed Zirda. I really did not play this diamond. I don't know if that will end up mattering, but yeah, looks like they did specifically keep double force of a 1 lander against Zirda. If we draw Ballista, we're a mana away from killing them. Because we're just sitting here with infinite in play, basically. Alright, well. Dead means that they are just dead. Like, we can't make infinite mana and Ballista them if they're out now. Oh, it is like a land. And it's... I guess Blue Switch doesn't matter because they have Astral Aid. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I said maybe don't go with the diamond, but we can still just... We're just gonna untap our monolith here, and then we still have the ability to Zirda infinite mana. I feel like they should have actually decayed the monolith, not the LED. I'm gonna keep this in hand so that you decay the monolith, not the LED. Well, they can't really decay anything else at this point, so I can decay my opal, coming up for double 8. I'm probably supposed to just play this. Now we're just looking for Karn or Ballista or Adventurer's Fair to potentially just kill my opponent. Oh well, they do have multiple decays. Well, now we still have the monolith to get them. Nope. Elk my Grim Monolith here. They seem to be aggressively trying to prevent comboing here, but they didn't elk. Yeah, just any of our payoffs would be good, but we're just not hitting any of them. Thought they would like aggressively elk my monolith here because they've been really trying to keep me off of comboing, which has been weird. I'm not supposed to take 2 damage. Leave my serum powder hand, but they do have a Caracas, so we might need to fiddle with just having as much mana as possible in play to go off through a Caracas plus like a plow or something. But it definitely ups the clock here because they put me to 6, make a food, put me to 9. Oh, 3 cards in hand. We're gonna try to kill them. They put me 9. Next turn they make a food, put me to 6. Then they have lethal in the following turn. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to kill my opponent here and see what happens. It's not getting better for me. Please no 3rd Force of Will. Sure. Really? Alright, cool. 3 forces in their top 15 cards, I guess, is pretty good. We can play 3/3 Ballista. Those are going to win us this game. Because there's an Oak with 7 loyalty. Yeah, weird. So we go to 5 as well. Play a 1/1 Ballista. Block the food. Trying to figure out if there's a way we actually can win this. Would involve like Karn, but I don't think I have enough life to. I don't think there's a lot of downside in playing it out like 1 more turn. But yeah, that's extremely unfortunate. They like just gave us that chance to kill him too. Did they have forced blue card and they were just playing the Coatl out? And their other cards were already forced blue card? Because otherwise I feel like they definitely should have aggressively elked my monolith. To make sure that like that exact scenario didn't happen. It was elk my ballista. That'd be nice. Ugh, excuse me. Don't know why I'm sneezing so much. Oh yeah, I guess if they up their astrally, we just are dying in 2 turns anyway. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, because they were aggressively decaying all my monoliths and LAs and stuff, and then they played Noko and then it suddenly just made a food. Like, they just weren't worried about getting comboed, which was just really weird, and then we almost had that opening to kill them. Well, we're facing down lethal, time to just have the world's nuttiest Mystic Forge. LED, Karn, Petal, Opal. Dang. Not a good start to the world's nuttiest Mystic Forge. Alright, better. Not better. I'll cast it. Alright, better. Better. One, two, three, 4. I was having the weird audio issues until I heard you sneeze. Alright, did I target the monolith? My monolith just moved and it freaked me out. I always get nervous when Moto does that. No! Shit! We got so far! Can't wish for anything. We actually got really close. But no, we can't do anything. I can wish for cards and then die because I have 0 mana. Unlucky. We need to hit a lot more to get there, though, right? We would have had to, because not even like Lattice or Bridge does it. Because if they can Elk a Bridge, then lethal me, or they can obviously just kill me. We would have had to hit like all of our LEDs, and then like got multiple Karns, and then like bridged and latticed them or something. I guess we could have just like latticed them and made some blockers. What's the perfect card? Yeah, we definitely would have had to hit like more LEDs, latticed them, and also hit like a Karn Great Breed or a Karn Scion or something. But anyway, we'll concede this game. Sometimes with a deck like this, you will die if your opponent casts Force of Will 3 times. Do I think my opponent has Null Rods? I think most people just have Null Rods. We have no white cards besides Zirda, so basic plays is actually not great. Can probably afford to cut those. I've trimmed Powders in this matchup sometimes because you don't really need to mulligan as aggressively. But I also don't like just going up to 21 lands. What if I just did this? Cutting a single land make more sense than cutting a Powder? Probably. Yeah, the only way we're winning that game is if we hit, like, the only other 2 LEDs in our deck to, like, to lattice them, and then also hit, like, some more keys and opals and petals to, like, untap monoliths and get Karn Scion of Urza in play, and then, like, also play, like, a Ballista for 1 or something. If we had found like that forward to turn earlier or something, had a near go of it. This hand has monolith forge on turn 1, and then second forge on turn 2 if they force it. This hand's keepable. Just force check my opponent twice and hope they don't have as many forces as they did last game. Yeah, kind of messed up that they have the Zirda avatar. Yeah, it's really rude. One of those multi 6. Hey, counter my Grim Monolith, please. I just want to say go. They're spending this long. Alright, cool. I feel like my opponent has been like force of willing cards at like kind of at random this match. Alright. So we could monolith pedal into a forge and not play out our other City of Traders. That seems okay. Not burn our other city to play the forge. Let's see if they counter this monolith too. Alright, sick. I'm just gonna fucking Mystic Forge my opponent to the ground here. They may have like turn 3 Oko and we get pretty fucked. This card will probably be relevant after the forges. I don't even know if I want to play this pedal. Yeah, opponent has been aggressively forcing my Grim Monoliths for some reason now after just completely ignoring them last game. I feel like Daze. Doesn't play on Spell Pierce. Jesus. It's been storming outside all night. I want to rock to my desk. Force time. Ballista. We're just gonna cast this for 0. Get it off the top of our deck. Yeah. 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 That's a forge. Yeah. We have an exile with the Grim Monolith? Oh, we're gonna wish for the Grim Monolith? That's hot. We're drawing a Basalt Monolith, though, but it doesn't really matter. What do I want to wish for here? I don't really care about any of these cards. So what's the worst case? My opponent Okos me next turn, else my Forge. So we want to set up to kill them, which means we would want to be able to cast Zirda without use it. We don't have enough white sources to cast Zirda, and if we use the LED, then I guess if we get the LED, then the Karn could potentially just wish for the Ballista to kill them. Yeah, wishing for LED seems fine here. It also just works well with the Forge that's at play. I don't think I'm gonna play it. I think we'll just say go. I do think I want to draw this Monolith, though, because then we just get I guess the LED also turns our ult back on, so we can actually cast the Monolith next turn. We could potentially go for Zirda if we wanted to. This is what you get for Force Willing my Grim Monolith's opponents. Fetching second basic island when your actually is turned off feels a little bit ambitious from your mana base. Yeah. What do you think the correct thing to force against you is? I think it's very context dependent and depends on what your hand is and kind of the stages of the game and stuff. Oh, there's a Grim Monolith on the top of our deck. You know, if you insist. Do I even want to, like, just discard my hand to try to go for it into these 2 cards? I guess yes. Is the answer. Okay, my opponent just made the decision for me and just decided to die. Like, I could just cast Karn Versa here. My opponent just, like, is equally buried. Like, there's no real need for me to go for it there when, like, this is what I'm staring at. Alright, cool. That worked out. Countered. Had 2 Force of Wills and then died. They didn't have 3 Force of Wills. They had 3. I guess we would have just cast another Forge that next turn, right? Actually, no, we didn't have enough mana to, potentially. Depends on what we were drawing and stuff. Because we had, like, city. We had, like, double city. Alright, that worked out. That went well. Here's my companion opponent. Alright, this is turn 2. Karn Signs of Urzas and Mystic Forges. This is a good hand. Keep this. Hand that's good against Force of Wills. Bad against Back to Basics. My opponent just like this turn 3 Back to Basics. They did pitch 1 to Force of Will last game, so it's something to be aware of. But they usually only like 1, maybe 2. And like mulligan to be Back to Basics seems like an ambitious plan. Not gonna mulligan this hand to just like mono gas. We we'd have to draw exactly another Petal or a Grim Monolith to play anything on turn 1. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to jam a Blizzard on 1 just to get stuff in play. Then we'll start tossing out Karn Scions probably. I've got a lot of force to cast. Hopefully my opponent does not intend on back to basicsing me anytime soon. Because I have a lot of 4-drops to put in play. Gonna really force check the shit of my opponent here. Sure. I wonder what the correct 4-drop for me to play this turn is. I have to assume my opponent is a Force of Will, so it's probably Karn Scion of Urza. Jesus. Alright. Time to try a plan. Sure. Yep. The Zirda deck is so scary to play against, yes. Sometimes you just have, like, these hands against control, and it's like, okay, opponent, you better have 4 Force Wills in there, or somehow spray from casting. He's like, if my opponent just land back to basics, we're right fucked. But if they don't, yes, we're just gonna slam a Haymaker every turn for the rest of the game. My opponent has to stop them all, basically. Don't want to play Buried Ruin, obviously, because it would blow up my City of Traders. 3 mana, 4 cards in hand. I almost want to play Mystic Forge here. Just like start getting stuff churning a little bit faster. Current Scion tokens are a little bit small. My opponent doesn't have anything in play yet, but they're at the point of being able to Oko me. Getting my Forge Elk is not the greatest thing in the world, but with all our follow-ups, it's probably fine. Don't think I want to play the Concrete Creator quite yet. I think I'm in for a Mystic Forge here. Mystic Forge also buffs up the Karn Scion for future turns because you like play a bunch of things. You know, hardcast a Force Negation maybe. Just kill the Oko with the Elk the Forge. I mean, yeah. I just mean in general, the later the game goes, the easier they have a time of answering this Forge, yeah. Hardcast Force. Still praying to not get back to basics. Could be worse. We have a bunch of stuff in our hand that is pretty good against that. It's kind of one of the reasons I actually didn't really want to play this Scion of Urza, because I was like, I could have like a Null Rod, which is potentially bad for me. I think now it's time to play Karn Scion of Urza, though. My opponent has 2 mana up. They've Null Rodded their Astrolabe, so they can't flash in like a flash threat. I think it's time to put the pedal to the metal here. Opponent only has 2 cards left in hand. We need to start mushing my opponent's face. Next turn we can play a Forge to go with the Constructs. Is there a reason to not play this pedal here? Yeah, sure. I should have attacked first, because this was like decay mana. But whatever. I don't think they would have decayed the 1/1 regardless, but I have like Oko, my Astrolabe, click Karn Scion. That'd be pretty bad for me. Fuck. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. Now we're just suddenly like very behind from being very ahead. Marble ballistas. Karn Great Creator. We don't have an ability to line up a way to clear this rod. I think it's just Forge time. If Forge gives us an elk, we could potentially protect our Karn with the elk afterwards. But it's hard to clear shit with off the top. Is it correct for me to play this barrier during because I know I'm drawing the City of Traders? I'd have 5 mana next turn. They're gonna elk my Forge. What's my plan here? I think set up to Karn Lattice. I actually think I want to keep 6 mana. It's not correct for me to play this. Yeah, I think my plan is to set up latticing my opponent. Well, just make food. Alright. Going beat downs. Uro. This is fine. So Karn, they have 1 card in hand, so playing Karn plusing on the Mystic Forge makes a 4/4. My Karn's at 6. If they attack the Karn, we could kill one and block. My Karn stays at 6. Next turn, the Karn down takes to 4 and I lattice them, and we win. They could... They would need another green source to buy back this Uro, which could potentially be problematic. I think Karn up to my Forge is the best plan here, though. It'd be nice to fit in a world where we can cash in this Walking Ballista as like another chump blocker. I need to try to bridge them or something at some point, but yeah, I think we are at 5 life, which is relevant. How you win if you lattice them? We just plus on the Karn, or plus the Karn on the lattice and get a 6/6, and they eventually die. We're at 5 life, then 3 life. No, you don't. Oh yeah, there's a null rod in play. Lattice is not a plan. We'd have to make sure that they have no astrolabes in play, or do they have no elks in play, and then we deck them. Would be the actual plan. Lattice can be a plan, yeah, but we would have to have a better board state, and we definitely don't. We don't really have the life total to work with that. We would need to entice them to like Elkmite and Snaring Bridge, them not to have Uro and then lattice them or something. I think it's still my best course of action, because none of my other plans are good right now. It's definitely going to be a little bit tricky here. I need them to like elk my Forge right now for some reason. Yeah, we need to either have board parity or like somehow get a bridge into play as well. I mean, we can't cast anything, but what if they're still sending both their things here? Do they have a removal spell? That would suck. Ah, Jesus, this is the card that we didn't want to see. Yeah, bridge doesn't work because we'd like have to. Oh god, they hit like mono obnoxious cards in a row. I definitely misplayed by attacking the Ballista that turn. I fucked up that turn really badly. I think I could have won if I had just kept my Karn Signivers around, but I super punted this, and then they also hit Null Rod into Oko into back basics. Yeah, can't even clear this monolith on top of my deck without killing my city trade. Yeah, I think that's just game over. They hit mono cards we can't beat. Plus on the forge again, play my land out, set up to like play bridge for like a turn. Yeah, I think I definitely punted this game. I think if I just don't attack with that ballista, the turn that I should have been thinking about abrupt decay into Oko, I think I could win that game with just like Karn Sign of Zone play. Making a big Karn construct. I'm supposed to play this Buried Ruin. So go. They get to play an Uro next turn too, because they drew the drop. Yeah, unfortunately this Oko is just gonna like single-handedly take down anything that any sort of resistance that I try to put up, as Oko does. They did all my forge, interesting. Yeah, this game's over. And more people are still playing though, so it doesn't matter if we play on. Yeah, we at some point could have tried to set up to kill this Null Rod, but we actually also just didn't have any white mana this game, besides this Ancient and this Lotus Petal. Ripperino. I didn't even like get the cards out of my hands. This actually can still attack. I was supposed to like play the pedal and the ballista. Oh, I guess they can still attack regardless. So I couldn't get the den out. But again, they're just gonna elk it and then attack him with both. Oh, it's an interesting play. Because that guarantees the Karn clear. If they elk my bridge, then I could. Oh no, yeah, I'm dead. Never mind. I froze at like 6 life. Whatevs. All right. They got me good. Man, my webcam is still bugging me in the back of my mind, but I don't want to fill with it more until later. Off stream. Oh, I got time to kill before 2 matches left. And Honorog's one of them. Is Honorog streaming? Probably is, right? CD, MTG. Wow, he's not streaming. He's just playing. Weird. But yeah, I just need to find something to kill the downtime. See if I can find that actually interesting quiz. quiz. Unfortunate. Alright. Just try to leave with a 14 card sideboard. I have certainly been there. I top 16 to challenge with a 14 card sideboard once. It was just like it made my deck look really stupid too. It had like 2 stone parchments in the sideboard and then not the equipment for them. Bully people who got the list verbatim. Did that happen? I remember someone was playing my list. I imagine they put a 15th sideboard card in there, though. I do remember I played like the mirror after I had like updated the list, and my deck was a lot better at that point. I don't recall if they had 14 cards in their sideboard. What's up, Lackey? How's it going? We're trying to find something to do between rounds, so I'm really bored. And can't find anything engaging to do between rounds. I'm not interested in any of these fucking Sporkle quizzes. They all suck. Fuck you, Sporkle. Look at all these shitty quizzes. Can I name all the Magic the Gathering keyword and ability words? No, why would I want to do that? I want to organize them by rating, but I have no idea how to do that. This is not an intuitive interface. Relevance. Aha, rating. Alright, I found it. I did it. Did I change mics? Okay, that is the same person that has said that I do sound lower than normal. So maybe I do need to investigate this. I don't know what happened. Don't think I did anything, but you and Peroko both said that my mic is weird. Let me pull up the audio. My voice is super deep. God damn it! There's weird clipping. Oh god. What? Did you mention that? Let me turn on my audio and let me listen to myself again, because I listened to myself briefly, but it didn't seem weird to me. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that is weird. I don't know. Your voice always sounds weird when you listen to yourself, though, so. Perry White Street. I don't know how to. Oh, jeez. Possessed by the ghost of Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant is that? Alright, let me figure out the fucking deal this is. I was having issues with my webcam, and suddenly now I guess my mic's having problems. Is that because I like fussed with the plugin that's this shit? What did this do? So I was messing with the plugin that is also plugged into like my mic. Is my mic plugged in? No, my speakers are plugged into the back. My mic's plugged into the front. I have no idea which one of these cords. One of these cords is the webcam. It's this one. One of these cords is the fan, which is this one. So this last one is the mic. So if I unplug this, I should be muted. Like, back? Hello, hello, hello? Alright. Did I sound normal again? Hey, I did it. Look at that.
All you need to do is unplug it, and plug it back in. I fixed it. I'm so good at engineering. I already missed deep voice, JR. You'll always have the first half of this recording to listen to. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to myself because I sound the normal amount of weird to me when I like turned on the sound of my stream, but like your voice always sounds weird to yourself, so maybe I just like can't tell. I sounded like a smoker. Hey, Arkin, thanks for the host. I appreciate it. Just thought you were really sick. Alright, well, at least I fixed one of the problems today. I never fixed the webcam problem. Sounds like a friend of mine has a really deep speaking voice. Yeah, now I gotta go back and listen to it. We played against Grixis, Delver, Elves, and then just four color control, I guess. Just classic like Honorog pre-Ikoria control. Secret rager and screen my lungs out partying all night. Don't want to be a narc about it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you looking out for me. Can you name one creature type with each letter of the alphabet? Does that really exist? Okay, no, some of them aren't there. We're missing, what, X and Q? Yeah. Everything else. Alright, let's try this. We got... Oh, no, we can't try this. The next round's actually started. Alright. Fuck off, quiz. Eat shit. The old 1 and 2. Hey, Elaine's 3-0. Nice. It's exciting stuff. Wow, it's 11:30. It's only around 4. Fuck. I hate these ones that have like 33 players. They always take so long. I missed when they like fired with exactly 16 people and like the rounds would be really short and you could actually be finished by like midnight. Zirda, yeah, this is the one I thought of for C. What's the one with Y? Gotta be elk. They're just all elk. My opponent has a Luris icon. My last opponent had a Zirda icon, though, so you never know. I also don't know when this quiz was made, so maybe elk wasn't even a creature type. Was elk made with Oko, or was elk like a creature type on like one card? Pre-Oko. There's an elk card. Yeah, there's probably some like stupid elk card from a million years ago. But yeah, there were like actual elk cards in Eldraine. Yeah, I was just talking about before that. My opponent disconnected. Cool. Alright, well. Yeah, I was wondering if the elk creature type was created for Eldraine. Buy acquired. Let's go 2-2. See if my opponent decides to come back. I got that quiz ready. 24 whole creature types to name. Still can't think of a Y. I've been like trying to think about it for a little bit. Creature type that starts with Y. There's an old card called Gang of Elk. But was it like a beast and then it got eroded to elk after Eldraine came out? Or did it actually have the creature type elk? This is Summon Beast, yeah. Alright, my opponent may not be coming back. Alright, let's take a look at this quiz, because I'm already bored. Alright, let's start this quiz. Enter the creature type. Zubera. Elk. Glimmerpoint Stag is an elk from Mirrodin. Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe the creature type did exist. Brushwag. C. I feel like they're just like a million, but it's so hard to think of things on the spot like that. Not sure where your texture, the words in the stream seem kind of bad. Oh yeah, you guys probably can't see this very well because it's like very small. Whoops, not what I meant to do. Cephalid. If I blow this up a little bit, you guys might be able to see it better. Although I guess you don't really need to see it that well. I can still see the little text box and hold control and mouse wheel up. Much better. There you guys go. Yeah, text doesn't change anything. You're not wrong. F. There's probably some like stupid creature type that's an F, right? Do we need all? Do we just need one per? It automatically fills in all the stuff. Those hoppy creatures. Oh yeah, aren't we playing one that starts with F? Horror. Oh yeah, we have H. We need I through Y. Now. I am. Yeah, exactly. I got Fox. It's just now. It's like we literally have one in the deck. It's like one of our only creatures. Insect. Not incest. Insect. Wow, there are only 4. Illusion, Imp, Incarnation, and Insect. Incest, new creature type. The Freudian slip. Oh no. I've been had. Tiger is a new creature type. All the tigers are like beasts, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. There are a bunch of tigers, but none of them are tigers. I guess they could also be like cats or something. Stefan. Close to it. I think that it is no longer a creature type if I'm not mistaken. No, man, it's a creature type, right? Yeah. Cephalid Illusionist. Rebel. P. We got a lot of things. M. S probably has like a million that I'm just like not thinking about. Snake, yeah, snake, serpent. We're gonna do serpent. Tuvwy. How do you spell Feldegriff? Is Feldegriff the creature type on Feldegriff? Maybe I spelled it wrong. Hippo. Is Hippo in here? Yeah, Hippo's here. Yeah, that would make sense. It being a hippo would track. This is hard because every time I think of a letter, I try to start thinking of the names of cards rather than like the creature type. Pirate. Oh no, Feldegriff is a creature type. It's 2 Ds. P-H-E-L-D-D-A-G-R-I-F. Looks like Bookish Matt was correct. V. There's gotta be some. Vidalkin, right? Vidalkin? Fuck, I don't know how to spell Vidalkin. Chat, how do you spell Vidalkin? Viashina is easier. Vidal-Ken. There we go. Too late, chat. I genuinely don't know what this Y is. Unicorn. Wow, that is the only U. Good job. Good job, Bookish Matt. Yixla? That's not a creature type, right? That's like just a... Yeah, Bookish Matt's killing us. Truly bookish. Opponent still has not come back. We have J, K, L, M, and Y. J seems like a tough one, too. Just, no. It should be like a million M's. Like, Monkey's a creature type, right? Is Monkey a creature type? Oh. Oh, Monk is a creature type. Nailed it. Monkey is also a creature type, though. I was right. Mirror, yeah, there were a million. Merfolk, jeez. Yeti. That is, in fact, the only Y. I don't know what cards are Yetis. J, K, L. K and L seems like it's gotta be easy, right? Yeah, Knight. Knight's the obvious one. Kavu, Kobold, yeah. I got Nomad because of fucking Civil Breakfast, but I didn't get Core because of it. Lamprey? That doesn't seem like it'd be one. No. Lemur. Is that a creature type or just like that meme? No. J and L. Jabberwocky. Might just be a silver bordered thing. What are those things called? Are they lithids? The thing that turns into enchantments? No. Maybe it's not even a creature type. I don't know. All of my creature types are jank. Jailer? I don't think that's a creature type, but it's worth a shot. Yeah. Some job titles are pretty relevant. Leonin, yeah. Wait, no, that's not. They're all cats. Leonins are all cats. Yeah. Jack. Can you spell Jackal like that? I don't know. Yeah, I just tried Lithid. I thought that was the creature type, but I was wrong. Oh, is it Lycid? Is that how it is? Yeah, there we go. Wow, there were a bunch. We're all dumb. Lamia Lizard, I guess. Those are kind of... I guess Lurdwave was one of the easier ones. Oh, my opponent's back. Alright, we'll pause this as everyone tries to think of J's for the next 2 minutes. Oh, look. It's 5 fascinating facts about hippos, chat. What is it, 23 out of 24? Because there's no X's or Q's. Alright, this one has a turn 1 Karn or turn 1 Mystic Forge. It's probably good enough. Yeah, I'll take turn 1 Mystic Forge here. Fair, Petal, Monolith, Key, Forge. Seems solid. What is my opponent playing? They are a Luris deck, so this could actually be bad. We could just get like dazed and fucking die. A horrible, horrible death. Oh, never mind. They're playing this deck. Alright, we're just gonna crush them. Because we're gonna play a turn 1 like Mystic Forge or whatever, unless they play like a turn 1 Thalia here, in which case we just get bent. Okay, no, they just have a mom. Oh, we drew City Traders. My opponent's not dead. We need more white mana to kill my opponent. But what's the best line for me? We could kill with the Forge more likely than the Karn. Karn makes 1, 2, 3, 4, like a 4/4, which would be very good at blocking. I'm vindicated in my stance against this deck, yeah. Just wondering if I want to play the City or the Inventor's Fair or something. I think I want to play the City, save the Petal, just make a Karn Struct. Worried if this Forge misses and my opponent plays a Thalia. I guess if the Forge misses and my opponent plays a Thalia, we just ping it to death with the Ballista and we're fine. So yeah, let's just Mystic Forge. Save our Petal, try to save it for going infinite as well. I guess that Blast Zone is actually not bad, but I'm gonna play out this Petal. I don't have to deal with Thalia as much. We have like Phyrexian Evoker, my Grim Monolith, but again, we just have Ballista and clear that up and then keep going. We could potentially pop this Blast Zone for 1, but it doesn't do anything. Wastelands, eh. This doesn't do jack shit. I guess it stops my Adventurous Fair, but whatever. I would suggest attacking with this Mother of Runes versus this deck opponent. If your opponent goes Soul Land, Monolith, Key, Mystic Forge, I don't think you need to be leaving back this Mother of Runes. It's more ridiculous than Adventurous Fair or Gondor Castle. Yeah, what's the most ridiculous land? Wow, are they just not wastelanding me because it's a city? Well, that's cool. Big, do I want to make this Ballista? Do I just want to play like a 1-1? Could play a 2-2, but kind of like having my mana here. I guess playing it as a 1-1 just leaves me 3 mana, which is not a whole lot. I guess it would leave me 4 because I could play a land and still cast a 4-drop. We'll just play it as a 1-1. Oh, there's the LD. Alright, they're dead. We did it! Look at us. They're so unbelievably dead. So skilled at this game. So incredibly skilled. Alright, I'm just like sitting here twiddling about for no reason. Just thinking about what happens, but my opponent can't do anything. They don't even have like a plow up. I don't have to worry about playing out this Ballista or anything. We can just discard my whole hand and cast this Zirda. You wasteland my Adventurous Fair, you're still dead. Literally dead on board, opponent. Feel free to concede at any moment. Sometimes they don't realize it until like I'll just pump the Ballista once and they'll pick up on it. You're dead. I like this whole passing priority. Yeah, opponent trying to figure out the window in which they can kill me with a Ballista in play and me making infinite mana at instant speed. Hey, they figured it out. Alright. I mean, I guess I sideboard all these removal spells. And Blast Zones. Wait, Docility? Came with the sideboard. Get here. When should I use this Wasteland to kill my opponent? When they have a Ballista in play and are making infinite mana at instant speed. Tough call, yeah. Do like the removal because we do have to be worried about like turn 1 Thalias and stuff. I think I want to ditch the powders on the draw at least. We want to make room. And like all our payoffs are actually pretty good against this deck. Current Scion leaves a little bit to be desired, especially on the draw. We can just definitely get outpaced on board. Let's shave Ancient Den as well. Bringing more lands is nice against the Wasteland Ghost Quarter Thalia deck. Just get Noble out of here. Call it a day. maybe I should be cutting like the Inventor's Fair or something, because it's just so much mana. I mean, it's not really so much mana, because it's usually just an infinite mana sink. But maybe just like cutting colorless lands is worth it, more worth it. Alright, this hand... Slow. That Savannah Lion Grizzly Bear curve last game was rough. Hey, they played a Savannah Lion and a whatever you want to call it, 1/1 for 1 on turn 1. And then they played a Grizzly Bear. This hand almost has white mana to cast this Plow. Opponent kept 7, which means they're probably doing something stupid. We could easily draw into making this hand stupid, but it's also dangerous. We could easily just get like Wastelanded or taxed out of this game. But mulliganing doesn't really help that. I think I do want to keep this hand. If we find any artifact or opals online, and we can fire off this Plow and also get to our big guys. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this hand sucks. Maybe I just really don't respect the deck. The thing I'm most concerned about is not being able to play stuff into like turn 1 Thalia. Little did I know, my opponent was just going to cast a better Savannah Lion and not Thalia me on turn 1. It's a pretty good pickup. Means we could potentially get a turn 2 Karn. I think for now, I just want to play with the Blast Zone though. I don't want to get my Agent Wastelanded for sure. Because we play out the Buried Ruin if we're concerned about getting Wastelanded. I'm going to play out these. My opponent doesn't have Thalia, or else they would have definitely jammed it on turn 1, but out of respect for my opponent drawing a Thalia or some other like sort of taxing effect. We also might need to plow something. I don't know what we could possibly need to plow that we would need to immediately pop this pedal for. Yep, there's the Wasteland. So if they Wasteland me, we still have our good lands in hand. And if we draw any 0, we can just jam Karn or Mystic Forge. But we could like Lurrus recast pedal here if they wanted. No, they're just gonna cast a 2/2. I guess if they have a Ghost Core at some point, it's better than a 2/2. Yeah, I'm not plowing any of these creatures. Let's draw a 0. Draw a pedal or a LED. Ancient in terms of my opal. I don't want to play my Ancient into this Wasteland though. Wait, actually no, we could play. We have 4 mana in it now, right? We would pop the pedal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just play this Mystic Forge here. That seems pretty good. They would need Seal of Cleansing to really punish my Mystic Forge here. Don't like Karning into this board. Don't like the fact that we don't have white mana anymore, and like they'll probably waste some Ancient in, but this Forge is just probably the best thing I can be doing this turn. I don't want another Forge. Let's find some 0s, please. Alright, sure. I'll take not finding any 0s. I guess we're with the Forge play, we're 1 artifact away from turning the Opal online again. Revoke my Mystic Forge? Sure. This thing really doesn't need to tap that much. In fact, if you're not wasting me, I might just play the Karn and make it a 4/4. Oh, they just wrote Grim Monolith. Sure, that's also fine. Except to just like blast on their 2s at this stage. Still at 13. They're just passing the turn to me with I have a active Mystic Forge. Alright, I guess I'll play this one. Wish for a Basalt Monolith to kill them. Wait, did I do my math wrong? Oh, I didn't play my land. Whoops. I don't want to play the Avengers Fair because the Wasteland, so we'll just play at the Blast Zone. This Forge has been decidedly not sick. Not naming Karn there is pretty sus. Yeah. Especially because we have the other monolith to go off with. So if they wasteland my Ancient Den, we could probably find white mana off this Mystic Forge. Probably. So I think I'm fine with just turning this Karn into a Basalt Monolith. The Forge just needs to find like an Opal or a Petal or an LED or something to kill them anyway. Assuming that if they wasteland my Ancient Den, which they might just keep tapping it. The Rogue or Basalt Monolith, but we have Plow? What if they just Rogue this Karn? Oh no, the Rogue or Basalt. Well, now we have Plow, but we need to find the white source again. Do we take 6 here? Alright, sure. I guess we are almost dead. Oh no, they're probably sending some of this at Karn. Sure. Dang. Is there a world that we can plow this, get this Karn into play, and play the Inventor's Fair still? I think so. No. Well, yeah, the opponent's refusal to wasteland me is wild. We could Buried Ruin back to Lotus Petal. Can we do that? Plow this Revoker. Play Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb plus Blast Zone, Monolith. Monolith, 1 floating, get the Petal back. Play the Petal. I'd be 1 mana off still. I'd have to find something underneath this Monolith. I think it's still fine to just plow this Basalt Monolith, or plow the Rogar Basalt Monolith to start and just cast the one off the top of my deck and figure out where to go from there. I suppose I could have done that in opposite order just to see what's underneath it. I think I want to play City of Traders. We have Karn as an infinite mana outlet. So I think I just want to make sure I have a bunch of mana online. Well, that's the mana that I needed to go off, right? Oh no, it's not, because there's a Phyrexian Invoker into play. In play, shoot. If I play this Karn here, can I... Oh, shoot. If I had played Inventor's Fair and played Karn and wished for an LED, could I have gone off? As it stands now, I don't have an outlet if I wished for LED. Could exile this with Forge if I wanted. Just keep digging deeper. Yeah. Let's go for it. Just like Luxac my way into this win. Yeah, that's how I like to win. By being a fucking Luxacking piece of shit. Yeah, we have Basalt in place, so we can beat... Let's just play this other Basalt to be safe. Maybe they have Plow, yeah. We can beat Plow. You got it. You don't got it. really hate it when people cast removal in response. Because, like, you know I'm going to make infinite mana. Now I can't show you my win con. I just have to make enough mana to kill you. Luckily, I have Basalts at least, so making mana is pretty trivial. Also, this is game 2, and I have 15 minutes on the clock, so they are just obscenely dead. Love that my opponent has yet to pass, yet to F6 here. Oh, there we go. Hold down W, this auto does that, yeah. Saves me a little bit of time. Wonder how different this game would have been if they'd Wastelanded the Den. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even, like, from the opponent, it's easy to see from our side that Wastelanding the deck was a lot better. Wastelanding the Den was a lot better, but from the opponent's side, we had, like, a lot of weird lands that all did very different things, so hitting the correct Wasteland target might not have been, like, super trivial. How much mana do I need? 44, 48? Yeah, they're just dead. Yeah, Basalt making 2 mana at a time just makes this combo go so easy. We just make a bunch of extra mana for shits. $62 probably enough. Maybe they mind break trap me? Yeah, that'd get me. Because I don't have anything in the yard to bury Ruin back. I didn't play the Avengers Fair. Yeah, their Isamaru is pretty cute. Alright, 70 man's probably good enough. Wait, hang on, I need to tap this. Because it untaps again after this. Plow resolves. I would like to make a wish. I will wish for this Walking Ballista. $11, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, and $24. Sure. It's a really big ballista. Dink. 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 Opponent really decided that they don't want to concede after wasting 10 minutes of my time at the start of this match. Just really making me waste more. It's unfortunate that they plowed my Zirda, because when my opponent doesn't concede like this, I like to wrath their board first, but we don't have quite enough mana to do that. I think we actually might. 20 mana means that we get 5 counters. I think we actually could just wrath their board. What did they do? It just popped in. They plowed my Zirda when I had infinite mana, so I just had to make infinite mana, and then... You know, let's just put another counter on this ballista. Dink. Yeah, we did it. This deck looks at least slightly better than Four Horsemen, yeah, in terms of tapping and untapping a Basalt Monolith repeatedly. Oh, D. Lewis, there should be a Cardboard Life extension. I should make, because I don't have a deckless command, because I killed my MTG bot, because I didn't like it. But I should make a deckless command that just says, there's a Cardboard Live extension. So, like, people, I don't have to keep saying that when people type exclamation point decklist. Can I just do that? Exclamation point, add, com. How do you do this? Decklist. Look for the cardboard live extension to see the current deck list. Nope, that didn't work. Wait. Please ensure you have typed the command correctly. Exclamation point adcom exclamation point. Okay, no, I fucked it up. I need to put exclamation point deck list. Try that. There we go. Oh god, there's no period at the end of that sentence. Oh well, close enough. Don't talk to band guys, especially he's just part of the game. Alright. Did anyone think of any J's? We got 2 minutes left in that quiz. Fascinating facts about hippos. JK, fuck off hippos. Creature type J. Jellyfish isn't a creature type, right? Jackal, actually. Oh, I thought I couldn't spell jackal. Oh, jellyfish is a creature type. Fuck, I was right. Ha ha! I'm so good at this game. I will shrink this down now that we zoomed it in so I can see this stuff going on. Alright. What else we got? Jackals are retconned into wolves. Or there were some like jackals in like Amonkhet, right? Just like straight up like wolf people. Oh, I know what I want to do. I wanted to look up what the Yetis were. Because we had Yeti is the only Y creature type. I wanted to see how many Yetis there were in Magic. Wow, a lot more than I thought. Oh yeah, I guess there were some like pretty new ones. Hungering Yeti. I guess some, by some new ones I mean like 2. Summon Prowler and Hungering Yeti. All these other ones are like a million years old. No, it's the opposite. Jackalpuff got the Jackal treatment. Oh, that's interesting. This thing's fucked up. What is this? Some like weird... This is some like Eldrazi Yeti bullshit right here. But he might have the EDH Yeti deck. What, all 11 of them? Do they just play a bunch of changelings? When Stalking Yeti comes into play, if it's in play, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature opponent controls, and that creature deals damage power to Stalking Yeti. Wait, these scripts are like very similar. No Yeti legend. Yeah, come on, Maro. Where's our fucking Yeti EDH? I want my Yeti tribal deck. EDH players are fucking nuts. They'll build basically anything. What other... I already closed out the other quiz. We'll never know. Can you pick which Magic Item creature type is more? Alright, this one actually sounds pretty cool. 5 minutes. Wolf or werewolf? I feel like there's... What's up, Lynn? How's it going? I feel like there's gotta be more wolves. There are a shit ton of wolves. Werewolves are only on like 1 plane. Yeah, wow. It's actually very close. Werewolf is 45, werewolf 45. Also, I don't know when these quizzes were made, so like the answers might be changing. Wizard or shaman? It's gotta be wizard, right? We're just a 58 card deck. There were 2 whole blocks of werewolves. Yeah, but wolves are... I don't know. It was close. He's always playing 2 astrolabes and you have like the good basics. Amazing. Just stone cold uncastables. It's probably more wizards. A lot more, yeah. Rhinos or elephants? More elephants, I'd imagine. Yeah. Goat or sheep? Gotta be goat. How many sheep even are there? You have 2 sheep and 8 goats. We gotta look up the sheep after this. Squirrel or sapling? Are there a lot of creatures that are saprolings? I know a lot of things make saproling tokens, but how many actual creatures are there? There aren't a lot of squirrel creatures either, because most of those were tokens as well. I feel like this is going to be a very... I mean, we've got the new squirrel, but I doubt this quiz is that updated. I'm going to go with saproling. Oh, squirrel is 2. Saproling does have 0. I knew it. I knew saproling was, like, very bad. Praetor or slith? Yeah. Yeah, most of the squirrels are silver border. Ninja or pirate? If this is post Ixalan, it's gotta be pirate? Yeah. Shapeshifter or spell shaper? Alright, this gotta be shapeshifter. What the fuck is a spell shaper? Wow, there are 56 spell shapers? Jesus. Jellyfish or squid? Squid. Dicks. Lurgoyf or Atog? I'll go with Atog. Yeah. Warrior or soldier? That's a tough one. I'm gonna go with soldier. Wow, they're 6 apart? Jesus. Rebel or mercenary? There are probably more phoenixes than... Oh, wow. Incorrect. Fungus or plant? I'm actually gonna go with fungus. No, that's dead wrong. How many XJ clouds are there? 1, I would hope. Lizard or snake? Snake. Masks block. Spell shit. Yeah, I'm not old enough to think about that. Barbarian or berserker? Berserker? Spider or insect? Spider. No, whoa, there are a ton of insects. Wow, I thought there were not gonna be that many insects. Goblin or elf? Gotta be elf, right? It's pretty close though. Orc or dwarf? Or these are both very uncommon though. Dwarf, if this was made post Kaladesh. Yeah, they got some more dwarfs in there. Fox or hound? Gotta be hound. God or devil? How many devils are there in Magic? There are a lot of demons. Good chunk of gods. It's 2020. You can't get that one wrong. Rogue or knight? Knight. Oh, this is probably pre-Eldraine. Antelope or elk? Maybe not. Elk. 13 elks. Masticore or manticore? Alright, fuck off. It's because it's bullshit. Manticores. Yeah, there's 7, sure. Wolverine or badger? Badgers. No. 6 wolverines. Ox or horse? Ox. No. Trolls. Trolls or ogres? There are a lot of like shitty, common, like big red ogres, but like trolls are. I'm gonna go with ogre. Yeah, there are a lot more ogres. Angel or demon? Angel? Yes, people like angels. Worm or leech? Worm. No. Jinn or Ifrit? No, they're more Jinn. Nightmare? Gotta be Nightmare. How many Night Stalkers are there? 12? Pegasus or Unicorn? Well, we learned that the unicorns ain't like you. We didn't learn how many unicorns there are. There are a lot of Pegasi, though. What the? There are 12 unicorns? Man. 66. Not good. Alright, what are we gonna look up? What sheep? Which sheep are there? What cards are sheep? Gatebreaker, Ram, Nyx Fleet. So this was made pre this set because it says only 2 sheep. So it's definitely pre whatever one of these recent Ravnica sets had Gatebreaker Ram because it did Nyx Fleece and Rust Spore Ram. Wow, this card sucks. What else are there? There are 2 squirrels. I'm gonna get all the stupid silver bordered. There's also the new squirrel, but I'm gonna get all the silver bordered ones too. But no, Squirrel Mob. Croson Beast is a squirrel? Are you shitting me? This is a squirrel? What on earth? Those who see the squirrels go underground in the winter aren't ready for what emerges in the spring. What the TIL. Today I fucking learned that Croson Beast is a squirrel beast. Wow, you learn something new every day, I guess. What else are we looking for? I want to look up spell shapers. I don't know how many. What are there? 56 spell shapers. Spell shaper. Wait, is spell shaper just that like thing where they took creatures and put spells on them as activated abilities? Yeah. They gave everything tap, cast a spell, like Bog Witch is spell shaper, dark ritual and stuff. This is a spell shaper, fog. It's my favorite creature type. It's a good question. Yeah, they all tap and make you discard. They basically turn. They tap and you pay the mana cost of the spell they're casting and you discard a card. So they turn whatever card you're in your hand into the whatever spell they have instead. Yeah, Waterfront Bouncer is a classic. Yeah, Devout Witness for Disenchant. Divining Witch for Demonic Console. No, Demonic Consultation's 1 mana. Right? Yeah, Spell Shaper Fog is pretty gross. Especially at like two mana. Jesus. This one was cool. Future Sight, where they made it a Spell Shaper that was a creature. Like, just turn any of your cards in hand into Gold Meadow Harriers. Oh yeah, Jaya was 3 Spell Shapers in 1. Yeah, Spell Shapers are neat. Yeah, Future Sight also had Spell Shaper for Llanowar Elves. Yeah, Spell Shaper, Unsummon, Waterfront Bouncer. Neat. I don't know what my favorite creature type is. What goats are there? We got 8 goats. T. Spell Shaper, Force of Will. So we have 10 goats, and we're missing these ones because these ones are both in Ikoria. So this was post whatever commander set this was. Wow, these goats are not good. So yeah, it was post whatever Kaladesh. Zodiac Goat. Nice. Mountain Goat, a classic. Wow, these cards. Functional reprints. Come on, Wizards. Cards are identical. Some guy in my LGS play Jeskai goats in Modern. I don't think a lot of these goats are Modern legal. You got 4 Badgers and 6 Wolverines. Let's check those guys out. Springjack Shepherd. Ah, okay. Goat tokens makes sense. Yeah, Charging Badger, Giant Badger, Rock Badgers I didn't know about. And now, yeah, we got this new one. Surly Badger. And then Wolverine. How many were there? 6. So we're missing this Ixalan one and this Ikoria one. So are these 6? I'm not over the fact that Corrosive Beast is a fucking squirrel. Crystal Wolverine. Plus 2/2 on turn uses ability only when a creature is assigned to block Crystal Wolverine. Only what each turn. So it's like Gray Ogre, but you can give it turn into a 4/2 if it gets blocked if you pay a red. Interesting. Apparently, Wolverines are all about getting blocked. This one's got Rampage. This one, for each creature that blocks it, it gets buffed. When it becomes blocked, it gets buffed. Can get buffed if it gets blocked. Deals damage to something if it gets blocked. And then this one gives first strike to things, I guess. Yeah. And then these two new ones start just fuck you. Wolverines are big fans of getting blocked, I guess. No, let's look at these 12 Night Stalkers. What the fuck is a Night Stalker? Yep, all 12 of them. Yeah, these guys are old as dirt. No wonder I don't know any of these fucking things. Sacrifice Feral Shadow Breath Stealer and Urborg Panther. Search your library for Spirit of the Night. Man, I've had an EDH deck with Spirit of the Night. Or are these other two guys also Night Stalkers? I have to imagine they are, right? Feral Shadow and Breath Stealer. Breath Stealer. It's a it's a 2/1 that can turn to 2/2 that can turn into a 3/1, or even bigger if you buff it. And then what was the other one? Feral Shadow. It's just a 2/1 flyer for 3. None of these cards make any sense, and then they just turn into Spirit of the Night, I guess. Jesus. Old cards are fucking weird. Oh god, I just realized that Honorog's playing against our last round opponent, so they're in the Snow Mirror, so it's gonna take a million years. At least they're in game 3. But yeah, it's 50 minutes in. 12:20, I just want to go to bed. I want my money back. I want to win my last round. Oh, thank god. It worked. They finished. Oh, no, they didn't. I thought they did because I didn't see the yellow, but I'm just an idiot. Damn. Alright, let's find somebody real quick. I'm done looking at these creature types. It was fun, though. Can we name the red sorceries that have CMC 7+? How many are there? Oh, wow, we get the text on them? Alright, I'm in for this. We can do this. For each lane you control, create a treasure token. Oh god. I know that one. It's like someone's bounty? Brass's bounty? Yeah. Card name deals 7 damage to any target. I got nothing on that. Some really bad old card, it sounds like. Each player sacrifices 5 land. Card name deals 5 damage to each creature. At CMC 7? No idea. Destroy all creatures and lands. There are a lot of, like, Jockle Hops is somewhere on this list, right? Oh, fuck. How do you spell Jockle Hops? Like, Obliterate is somewhere? Yeah. All the big red spells that destroy everything. World Fire. Double all creatures in game. Oh, I know that one. That one's a big EDH card. It's like something Mass Insurrection or something. Destroy land. You control and destroy land. You don't control / destroy lands. It's Boom Bust. And Rough Temple. Yeah, I gotta obliterate. I know Warp World is somewhere on here. Yeah. Annihilation. Oh, fuck. Annihilate. I just typed that. I don't know how to fucking spell. Inferno. 4 damage target creature or planeswalker, and each creature that player or planeswalker's controller controls. Oh, we got 2 minutes left. What was this one? Exile 2 cards from your hand and you get another attack. It's like Warlord's Fury or something. Oh, this one's Goblin Game. Everyone knows that one. Auction. How do you fucking spell Thieves Auction? Is it just Thief? No. I can't spell thief either. Thieves Auction? Get that one? Hey, oh, it's apostrophe that place. Multiple thieves. Wildfire, is that CMC 7? Isn't it like CMC like 5 or 6? We're only naming the biggest and the best. Oh, destroy Star of Extinction. I got that one. Blasphemous Act. Dragon Storm is an easy one. I could spell. Yeah. Flashback RRRRR. Are they gonna keep commands only ban Luris or print more of the can't get burned at all? I think they're going to ban Luris and pretend like everything's okay. When it very much won't be. I would love to play first. If I recall correctly, Viverus is a test player. Guess we'll see if they reveal a Luris. The Creative Annihilation, yeah, that makes sense. It's probably on there. Look for one with cycling. Yeah, my opponent is Luris. Pretty sure they're Storm. This hand has almost the ability to make terminate infinite mana, but doesn't do anything. We're just gonna powder this hand away. So we just want the busted hands. This is almost a busted hand. It has all of our monoliths. We need a payoff though that isn't Walking Ballista. I mean, Walking Ballista could be good, but we also need like another white mana. Powder has been pretty decent for me. Luckily, we don't. Like, I wouldn't want to powder this hand because Grimmonolith's so good. This hand needs a white mana to kill on turn 2, so it's like actually almost there, but no, not against Storm. I think I'd rather go to 6. This one has turn 2 Mystic Forge on 6. Or turn 1 Mystic Forge, I mean. It's probably good enough. Bottom's Blast Zone. Play turn 1 Mystic Forge. Yeah. I'm not excited about this hand, especially because I know I get Storm, but I don't think I'm going to go to 5 here. I think turn 1 Mystic Forge and hope to like line up a turn 2 kill is fine. Especially because it gets all the shit out of our hands, so we don't have to get like Thought Seized or whatever. We also could just like die. So my opponent's on test, so they could just kill me. Yeah, I don't think I'm going below this. My opponent keeps 7. We'll keep this in bottom of the Blast Zone. And then strike the Fear of God on my opponent when I make 4 mana, and then play the not scary 4-drop. Don't want that. Do want that. We actually can't cast it, but we could find something off the top that helps us cast it. Any like key or opal or petal or something. So that is a good draw if we can find mana with our forge. I like Tropical Island. It means that I'm hopefully not dead. Uh-oh. Nope, stop it. Stop. Stop it. Opponent, go away. Well, we tried. Yeah, opponent has a lot of mana. Oh yeah, we were actually just deterministically dead because the brainstorm means that they just actually have enough storm count to just like straight up tendrils me here. Rip. Yeah, that sucks. Losing game 1 is pretty big in this matchup, just because we won the die roll. So I usually board in everything that helps you go faster, because just having a card in the Great Creator in play is already super backbreaking for them. Yeah, getting killed turn 1 versus Tess always sucks. And we just like board out Karn Sign versus because they suck and don't matter, and then call it a day. So we just like need to nut draw them turn 1, game 2, and then knock it turn 1 to game 3, basically. Yeah, I think that 6 keep is like totally fine. Just like sometimes you are just gonna get turn 1 in retaliation. That's why we board in like all this extra stuff. Board in the 4th LED and the extra ballista and the extra monolith to just maximize your odds of being able to go off quickly. Because your win cards are killing your opponent or playing a card in the Great Creator, so the card doesn't really need to wish for that much that's relevant. This is not even like a turn 2 card, so yeah, we powder this hand. Powder this hand too? Yeah. We have turn 2 monolith but nothing to do with it. Yeah, we'll just powder through all these hands. And we'll take a real mulligan now. Because this hand doesn't do anything. Jesus. These hands all have been very bad. We've not seen a Grim Monolith, and we have like a 46 card deck. At this point, we've exiled 14 cards, right? We've not seen a Grim Monolith. But it also mulls to 6. Definitely not keeping this hand, though. It just doesn't do anything either. Alright, this hand is a turn 2 card in the Great Creator. It's about as much as we can ask for. Bottom, the Serum Powder, and the Mox Opal. Turn 2 card in the Great Creator, turn 3 cards... Or not turn 3. We can't actually turn 3 cards Sign or Versa, but... Keep this, bottom the powder, bottom the opal. Hope this Karn gets us to victory. Although, problem with some of these hands is that we did board out all the ways to actually like kill our opponent once we have Karn in play. Like, because we did board out we boarded in the LED, so we can't actually like lattice them. We just have to hope that like Karn by itself is good enough. And hopefully we can follow it up with a Sign or something. I wonder if I actually should have kept the opal. Could we have turned it on? No. Wish for Crypt, and then that's about it. Opponent's also on 5 cards. If we had Thought Seized, we're in bad shape. Don't play discard. I don't know what the test lists even look like at this stage. Cook has like went in and out of playing like some number of Thought Seizes, and I don't know what the current iterations look like. I don't pay enough attention. This is a 5. Are we getting goblins? Alright, well, I guess we're playing a Karn and then bridging my opponent. And then going from there. Actually, bridge is really bad because we're going to be down to 1 mana. We need to rip hot off the top. Bridge is really bad because we're stuck with this Karn in hand. Bridge doesn't even do it. Oh, never mind. Alright, bridge does it. So... We can't go for the one with Zirda. Zirda doesn't do anything right now. We just have to play Great Creator and wish for a bridge, and then play the bridge, and then like luck sack our way into a bunch of lands or something. Or some like wild kill. Oh, we have a bunch of exiled cards that we can also wish for. I didn't even think about that. So we can wish for potentially like monoliths or something, or like opals to try like cast stuff. We'll see. We can wish for like an ancient den. If we need to like not draw a 4-drop here. Yeah, if we draw a basalt monolith, we can wish for the ancient den. And then play the ancient den and cast the basalt monolith. We don't have any. We didn't exile any LEDs, unfortunately, so we can't set up like an attempt to kill or something. Yeah, what fun interactive magic. Yeah, super interesting stuff. I wish I could wish for this manifold key. It'd be nice to actually have a good amount of mana. We'll have 4 though, so we'll be able to cast, I think, anything we draw. Gives us a turn to plus the Karn. To hopefully wish for something else. We could just play the Ballista out for 0 because I don't want to tap my monolith. That's probably the play. It gets rid of our kill condition though. I guess we have things in exile to kill, right? No, we actually don't have any ballistas in exile to kill my opponent with. It's kind of awkward. I don't think I can afford to tap this monolith, though. Yeah, next turn we could wish for the manifold key. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just play this ballista for 0. And just say go. We'll probably find a mana sink. Next turn we can wish for opal and make infinite mana, if we had something. Thought they were gonna like just chain of vapor me. It's gonna be really sad. If you plus on, yeah, if I plus on down, I just stone rain myself. I could plus on like the bridge or the monolith, I guess. That's lethal, right? No, it's actually not lethal because I don't have Ballista on my sideboard anymore. I can lattice my opponent. I could actually also like just make infinite mana and play a Forge, which is probably good enough. So we minus this Karn, wish for the Mox Opal, make infinite mana. I guess if that's the case, I would want to lattice my opponent first, and then I can just like forge the following turn. Yeah, because we don't have any actual real win cons in exile. Okay, no, my opponent concedes. Guess my opponent didn't necessarily know that I have a Ballista in the side, that I don't have the Ballista in the sideboard, but I think they're mostly dead at this point anyway. Because we just lattice them, and then the following turn we can wish for Mystic Forge, then probably just kill them. Or something like that. But that works. We did beat 14 Goblins on the play. Or no, we were on the play. Notably. We could have actually also beaten them on the draw, I guess, because we'd have just been down to 6 and then played our turn 2 Karn's Great Crater LED for bridge. That was a struggle. It almost makes you want to, like, board in some of the win cons again. But I think this plan is, like, generally correct, especially on the draw. You just need to have, like, your nut hands, so you want to board in all, like, the kill conditions to have your more likely chance of just, like, killing your opponent on turn 1 or whatever. Because this match is just 2 ships passing in the night completely. Yeah, this match is pretty nonsensical. My opponent to mulligan, and we need us to have the nut. Sand is not the nut. I'm going to powder it. We lose a monolith if we powder it, but opponent also kept 7, which is just absolutely horrifying. So I think none of our decisions matter, but we're going to hope my opponent doesn't turn 1 me 3 times. If the sand had a Ballista, it would almost be a turn 1. We lose more with those forges. We lose the monolith, which is important, but yeah, we're definitely going to powder this hand away. We'll lose 2 Ancient Tombs. Well, no, we're just normal mulliganing now. Feels like I'm watching a vintage stream. Yeah, this deck feels like you're playing vintage some of the time. We're going to mulligan this, because it's obviously very bad. We're going to powder away 2 Karns. This thing doesn't do anything, is the issue. This hand's also just very bad. Yeah, I'm going to powder away 2 Karns. Look for the kills again. We still have like a bunch of Ancient Tombs and Grim Monoliths and stuff in our deck to try to set up like turn 1s. Oh, we get to put a Karn back in our deck too. Sick. I just forget how powder works with mulliganing. I'll powder this hand too. We have 40 cards left in our deck. Alright, this is a turn drawn Karn. Fuck. The entire game is played on, like, mulliganing decisions. This is, like, pretty wild. But we're not getting there. My opponent kept 7. I mean, I'm not supposed to keep this. I think I'm supposed to just go to 5. Have, like, the nut, Ancient Tomb, Monolith, Key, Karn Great Creator or something. I mean, we're probably gonna die, but... Yeah, wrong Karn for a turn 2 Karn. Alright, this hand has... Am I just supposed to keep and hope to draw at this point? We have 2 Karns left in the deck. This hand also could draw a Monolith and kill. Keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bottom Blaststone, Buried Ruin, and just try to rip... Oh no, you can't draw Monolith. Monolith will only make infinite mana, and we don't have any outlet for it. So it would need to be exactly Karn. We're on 5. I don't think we're going to 4. We just keep a hand that's a bunch of mana. We could also hit one of the 2 forges that are left, potentially. Classic exiling half our deck or whatever. Opponent's just going to turn on me or whatever. I'll be sad. Or they're just going to cast a Thoughtsy. Hope of Gearper. Wow, they'd like... Keep like a normal hand. Alright, let's draw Karn. Come on, deck. 2 and 36. Art of the cards. It's not very good. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to cast all my spells. I could play a 3/3. Go. were just bad, though. Like, we were mulliganing pretty aggressively, but, like, I don't think any of the hands were super keepable, even assuming my opponent didn't just kill me on turn 1. Like, it may give it a mana now. We can play this and then try to rip Ballista, assuming we don't somehow die next turn. They did shuffle, so... I'll just draw one of the 2 Karns or 2 Walking Ballistas that are left. Or 2 Forges. Don't worry, deck, I believe. I guess my opponent could sack the Hope of Girper and cut off 4 of my 6 outs this turn. Or forever if they have like Dark Red Luris or something. Just more cantrips. Come on, Walking Ballista. I believe in you. Walking Ballista off the top. I don't like these brainstorms that take a long time. Whenever you're playing a storm, they cast a brainstorm and it like takes a while. It always just means you're dead. And I'm just very sad. We dead? Are we dead? Yes, no, maybe? Waiting on an answer. Wow, Jesus Christ, it's like 1 a.m. I've made a horrible decision in playing in this. Please just kill me. They're just gonna hope me. Ballista, damn it. I was hoping we could just rip Ballista and kill them. That would have been sick. We only have 2 left in the deck. But if my opponent's just gonna like try to hope lock me, we got a couple turns to draw towards it, so. I wonder if I'm supposed to be casting Zirda at some point, so like the Luris can't attack. I guess they'd be okay with the trade, but then we wouldn't be hope locked. Maybe I'll cast it if we draw a relevant non-creature. Got the old 2 and 33 here to still kill him. We get to untap. Whew. Ugh. Oh, looks like we might not be able to untap. I don't know. That might just be re-hoping. Oh no, they're just sacking the hope in case my card is like Mindbreak Trap or something. And they are killing me? Maybe? They know they're... Oh, they have an Echo. Wait, they don't have any blue mana? Do they know their top card? I think they do. Okay, yeah, I guess they do. Alright, World's Worst Adnos time. It's really hard for Test to have bad Adnoses. Yeah, this hand probably kills me. I just assumed that all Tess ad nauseans kill me. Target, Pal, Opal, Crowbugs. Burning Wish Tendrils, yeah. Another Dark Red in there. Seems good. Get a Rite of Flame? Yeah, sure, why not? Just a Grape Shop? I guess we are at 12. Oh yeah, we weren't getting there. Oh wow, Jesus, we were super not getting there. We weren't even drawing like a relevant spell. Ever. Walking Ballista was like 10 cards away. Rough beats. Alright, well, time for bed. I stayed up way too late, so go find someone to host real fast here. Imagine Elaine's getting offline in like 5 seconds, so not Elaine. The fuck? Capon's playing Dark Souls? Where are the Magic Streamers? Alright, I'm just gonna go host Caleb because I'm tired and I want to find someone to stream. /host Caleb DMTG. Anyway, see you guys all tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what I'm playing tomorrow, but I'll figure out something. Catch you guys all later.